I know he started it though.
I have not
I
started
know he
it
did. He
yet.
probably did. But I need to hear the rest of this story, or I'm gonna go insane.
Earliest they could get out there was I think they said 3 months. And then
Jesus Christ.
And then the neighbor called because a line was down because of the storm. They were there the next day. For the line down, not for the neighbor.
And welcome back to Shonen Dad Podcast, episode 15. 15. Sunday.
Tickets pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
on this wrestling podcast, Roman Reigns does not win right after he comes back. I'll just say it.
I don't care that Roman won because Keith Lee beat Randy Orton clean in 6 minutes.
Hold on. I watched
Keith Lee beat Randy Orton clean in 6 minutes.
You all need to see this
His
shit.
first goddamn match on the main roster.
And they're
Y'all
just
need to
gonna
see
pull
this
up a
shit
link
when
that
I,
we can't
beat
see.
a 13-time world champion in 6 minutes clean.
Did you
It's
watch?
a link for you guys.
Well, he can't watch it until after the thing, so we'll just quit.
Yeah.
about
That's
it.
why. Yeah, but I want you guys to watch it. It's top fight scenes in anime history, right? And well, it's basically top fight scenes in anime history where the guy just got stomped. And one of them is that show you guys told me not to watch, which is basically like martial arts, but
Kenshi?
Yeah. And it shows this really super skinny guy talking mad shit like he's gonna handle the big boys. Oh my god.
That was so
I'm
random.
gonna introduce her.
I hate you.
He was talking about WWE SmackDowns and stuff. And
I don't know
figured
how
I'd tell you
that
about
that combines with this.
Oh, hey,
You have a
What?
new family member.
Oh.
What's the name?
This is Lolly. She's named after a cat in Animal Crossing.
Okay.
This is Lolly.
yeah.
Lolly.
Wally. You know, it's Disney, Pixar,
Lolly.
Pixar, bitch.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's really not.
Took me a minute.
I think
was
it's.
lost.
I think it's spelled with an L. I was just saying Wally. Right?
Yeah, it's Lolly. Lolly.
Yeah.
Like pop.
All right. Well, this sucks. So back to talking about wrestling there for a second, right? Did you get a chance to look at that trailer I sent you, Yeti?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
I believe so.
Dude, so it's on what David Arquette, right? The guy that was the star of Ready to Rumble.
You can't.
You
it's
can't-
like David Arquette won't die, or you can't kill David Arquette.
You can't
something
kill
like that.
David Arquette. Have you
Yeah,
seen this
it's
documentary?
rad.
I love
It's
it.
rad.
It
Yeah.
was the coolest wrestling movie I think I've ever
It's
seen.
rad.
It pops
That
or
man will
big
take-
ups to him. Shit.
That man will take literally any bump. He does not care.
It was an awesome doc. I loved it. But
In
I had
his
to
short
bring that up.
career, he's already bumped more than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and he's already what is it? Top 50 wrestler of 2019. He hit the list.
on the PWI, yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
top 50. Number 1 was John Moxley, which is weird, but
Well, 2019 is when he came to AEW, wasn't it? And he was at New Japan.
yeah,
So I mean,
yeah, like he's doing incredible stuff. And kayfabe is taken into account, like
Yeah.
storylines and stuff, which he's been on the top of. But I still feel like in ring prowess, he's not that great.
he's he's a little bit. I don't know how to say it, because I always think of ECW style wrestling as a newer thing, but it's kind of already been phased out, and the newer thing
Yeah.
is more athletic wrestlers. So he's a part of this era that just kind of got skipped over, hardcore match
Yeah.
people, you know.
Sadly, a lot has changed. That's for sure. I haven't watched much of the WOB play, but
The in-ring product right now is the best wrestling has ever been.
Yeah.
In ring between the ropes, but there's no characters and the storylines are really bad.
Mike's skills are
and that's
terrible.
a problem.
Storylines and
Besides a few choice people, yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, but the in-ring product, the actual athleticism, is way better than it's ever been.
Oh yeah.
I can.
Because they're not obsessed with guys that are like a muscle with a head anymore. They have like 2 of them.
Butt muscle.
Or if they are big and crazy, like Keith Lee, they weigh 320 pounds, but he'll leapfrog over you.
Yeah, I was gonna say Keith Lee. He's like a Kevin Owens.
He's chunky. Yeah, I like it. He's thick.
So, what all have you
I
guys
have a
done?
Kevin Owens down here. So.
How long has it been since we've like done a podcast? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah.
Feels so
2
long.
weeks and 1 day.
I miss you guys.
I missed you guys.
Dude, this COVID shit's getting on my nerves.
It's getting on everybody's nerves.
Yeah.
I want to just go to the movies and hang out with my
Well,
friends.
some movie theaters are opening again. I think AMC's are open.
Rave's
There's a movie
open.
coming out. Rave's open. There's a movie coming out either tomorrow or next week that looks really good.
What is it? New Mutants?
Yeah.
Yeah, New Mutants. I've been
I
waiting.
couldn't remember what it was called. I was like,
I'll-
what the fuck was it called?
That came out Friday.
Yeah, it came out
Okay.
last week. I'm interested in that, but I'm going to. I haven't been to the movies since COVID started, so now it feels like a big deal to go see a movie again. So I want the movie I see to be a big deal. So I'm waiting for Bond.
Well,
I don't know how.
if you guys
Kristen's-
throw in
Oh, go
$20, I can rent out a theater for $100, and I'll front the rest
Are you
of it,
shitting me?
and we can go see New Mutants.
You can rent out a theater
Yeah.
for $100?
Yeah, and goes. I think New Mutants is one of them. Let me see.
If so, that's ballin'. Like,
Why am I sitting there thinking, fuck everybody else, this is ours.
Let me see here.
that could be pretty all right.
It's like a major dick move, but definitely worth it kind of thing.
And then still sit in the front row and complain that you can't see.
I did watch, what did I watch in the front row? It wasn't that bad. I watched Avengers in the front row of the rave, but I had my seat like all the way the fuck back.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
that bad. It wasn't that bad.
I saw The Force Awakens, and I was in like the second row back,
Oh.
and I was with my ex, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was watching the movie like,
Oh, yeah, no, I could, no. No.
and she's like, "What?" And I was like, "They keep going from there to there. I can't."
So $149, we can watch New Mutants. You guys free? 8:45 Wednesday.
8:45. That's late. I'm old. Like, I can't.
All right. What time you
I
guys?
gotta work.
What time do you guys get off work?
I get off at 5.
Make it, hold on.
I can make it 7.
No. How much would it be for Thursday?
Thursday, same price.
I get paid Thursday.
I
Oh,
get paid Friday.
shit.
So what time can you guys?
My girlfriend gets paid Wednesday.
What time can you guys? And you guys can bring your families. That's the best part.
Oh, yeah, we're buying out the entire fucking theater.
Yeah, bring your whole family, bro. Thursday, we could do 7:00 Thursday. The Shonen Dad Podcast Family Night.
I'm gonna give it a hesitant yes. I gotta run it by Alex, but I don't think she's gonna care.
$20.
I gotta run it by Rachel, and let's be honest, you know how that goes.
Well, she's gonna get to come, and so can.
It's a Thursday is our day, so like, if I take her with me, yeah, okay, cool. But we still have
Or
to
you guys can go sit in the front.
Yeah, you guys can sit in the front.
No, we have to have someone to watch the kids and shit too.
They can come.
I'm not taking my kids to New Mutants.
You want to
Have
see
you
Tenet?
seen the
Oh yeah,
fucking
it is New Mutants,
trailer?
isn't it? Whoops, I forgot it was New Mutants.
Yeah, let's go see Tenet. Like, watch them get people get killed in slow motion.
I really-
while he rewinds time.
I'm curious if they'll let me do a back-to-back private showing so I can watch New Mutants and Tenet, because I didn't think they were actually going to release Tenet right now. Holy shit.
You know, I thought they were gonna release Tenet on what they did with that other movie, fucking
Bill and Ted?
no,
VOD?
Bloodshot. Well, yeah, Bill and Ted too, but Bloodshot. The way they did Bloodshot and stuff.
Yep.
I still have to watch Bill and Ted. I'm upset about that.
I've heard it's actually pretty dang good.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Right. Man can do no wrong.
I am upset though. The Reaper is different.
It's the same guy.
No, he died.
No, the guy who played Rufus died. George Carlin.
Wait. So, the Reaper's actually still alive,
Yeah.
but we lost. That's upsetting even more.
You're telling
Yeah,
me
we
I
lost
can't
Rufus.
get
And
Tenet?
What?
they replaced Rufus with Christian Shaw.
That would be all right.
Yeah, Louise from Bob's Burgers. Yeah, she's really funny. So I mean, I think Carlin would be okay with that.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, isn't it though?
No,
He
I,
died like 10 years ago. Christian, get over it.
no, I was more talking. I'm trying to buy Tenet and see if I can get it on video on
Oh,
demand.
Not like,
Yeah.
Hey,
not like I. Go ahead.
I'm gonna slide this out here. Rest in peace, Chadwick.
Yes.
Chadwick Boseman.
Wakanda
God.
forever, dude. It pisses me off.
What kind?
You know,
No, you know what pisses me off? Isn't the fact that he died. What pisses me off is the last year of his life. He did a donation of like $1 million to a charity, right? And he had people join in and stuff. And the comments on his live stream were about how he looked, how he was dressed, and all this other shit, trying to make fun of him, make him feel bad and shit.
Yeah,
And then you
It was-
realize
it was-
the dude was
it is
fucking
terrible.
dealing with chemotherapy.
For 4
And we're
years.
still doing that. Those people just fuck those people. Excuse the language, but that's
something that's been bugging.
Marvel said
That's
Marvel
bugged
said they're
me.
going to use the scenes that he's already done for Black Panther 2, but they're going to,
Make
and they put it in quotes, kill T'Challa because they don't want to recast him, and his sister's going to become Black Panther. Like
Which-
they've already
they
put all that
can't.
out.
They
there.
can't do that.
I'm
though.
fine. Yeah, they can. I'm fine with that. But
I'm fine with that.
here's my issue with it. Don't do it 2 days after the man died. He's not even in the ground
Yeah,
yet.
that-
Like, why do we
I
have
think
to
it's
announce
because
that? already?
literally, I think everyone was hounding them, and
I-
so they did it to shut people up.
They
Like,
should have just kept quiet and stayed in the.
they're a
freaking-
billion-dollar organization. They
Yep.
should have pumped the brakes a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's be honest. They've done better with CGI and could have gotten away with a lot more with CGI and kept him alive at least till the third one, and then not had him die off screen, not on screen.
in Star Wars Rogue One, they brought Grand Admiral Thrawn back from the dead. Like, the actor's straight dead, and they brought him back.
Came
Like,
back, and he looked like a badass when he came back. Now I was upset that he came back because the fucker should have just been dead. Like, but it was cool as shit. He looked like a badass. I mean, fuck. Look at the CGI
not-
they did for Paul Walker.
not Grand Admiral Thrawn. Why'd I say that? That's the blue guy.
I don't
Oh
think
my
there's
God, I can't
anything
remember his name.
filmed for Black Panther 2 though.
No,
They're very small things, I
Okay.
think.
barely anything. And the problem,
Yeah, barely anything.
who's the enemy in Black Panther 2? Who's it gonna be?
They still haven't announced it. I know they were talking Namor for a second, but I think that
They're
was
talking Namor.
It can't be the symbiote.
What?
No.
What?
They haven't
They've
made
talked-
the Galactic what is it called? I've been
What?
I've been watching YouTubes about the comics because I want to catch up to try to understand. And
Oh, the comics and the
They
movies are
haven't-
so different.
Yeah.
they haven't made, like, T'Challa hasn't left to make his own Galactic Alliance or whatever, so it can't be the symbiote guy.
Are you talking about what's that secret? Not Secret Wars. What's that alliance with Magneto? Or not Magneto?
Oh, not
Professor X, Doom, Iron Man.
Oh, the Illuminati.
No, the Galactic Alliance is something that Black Panther makes. They leave off-world to find out where vibranium came from, and they end up landing on a planet and creating
I don't think that's.
their own thing. It's really cool.
Are you talking about
What?
Marvel Zombies?
No.
The Galactic Alliance is what Buzz Lightyear works for.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look this up. Hold
So-
on.
That sounds like some
Black-
Marvel Zombies. Have you read Marvel Zombies yet?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Where like Fantastic Four went off and they were going into another universe
Galactic
and
Empire. It's called the
That's
Galactic
it.
Empire.
That's it.
Okay.
Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda. So
I don't think they're gonna bring that into the movie universe. Though.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, when
It's so
when
new.
that happens, the enemy in that one.
I love when you
is-
say when that happens, when that came out in 2019.
Can I finish, Dick?
No, you can't, you non-reading scrub.
I read this one. Well, I watched as the pages were turned. Okay.
Hey, audiobooks count as reading. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, right.
Like,
But
that's reading.
the enemy in that one has some powers of the Black Panther, and has fucking a symbiote on top of that, and steals god powers.
All right. So
Like the dude looks like a fucking menace.
So which it sounds dope, right? The issue with it is Venom and the symbiote has not been in like
It's all Fox.
not a part
No,
of.
it doesn't have to be. It doesn't
Or
have to
Sony.
be
It's
that
all Sony.
studio, But yeah, it's all Sony. I know what you're saying.
And I'm sorry, I don't want another the twins situation where they just kept calling them the twins instead of like these things are mutants, where they can't say mutants, so they just keep calling them
Yeah.
the twins.
Oh yeah, dude, I can't wait for Venom 2 to come out. Just the picture alone.
Yeah, the fact that he's got a good established villain this time makes me more excited.
Carnage,
It's
and
not
then
Riot.
and then literally
Yeah.
behind Carnage is fucking Tom Holland's Spider-Man just chilling like, what's up, fellas?
Mhm.
Like you know he's gonna be in the movie, but you don't know why he's there, so it's
Wait,
gonna be like neat to
Was
see him.
there a new
come in.
trailer?
No, it's the picture. There's a
It was an
picture.
image.
There's an image they have. It's like a poster, I guess, of them two like looking at each other all pissed off, and then you got Tom Holland in the background. I don't know if it's Tom Holland. I can't for sure that.
I don't.
But it's definitely
Spider-Man, though.
I don't
Yeah.
like it when Anubis knows more stuff than me. That's stupid.
I have been doing my research, man. We're supposed to have a long fucking conversation. I gotta have stuff to talk about. I didn't write it down in a notebook, Yeti. But
You know what sucks? No, I have so many notes on FMA and I can't find them.
oh shit!
I have like 2 pages of notes. I
Oh
can't
my
find
god!
them. I think my daughter took my notebook and is using it to draw in her room, and I can't find it.
Oh, and another thing I want to bring up because we had this conversation. Saitama is not a gag character, you piece of shit.
He totally is.
He is, but is not. In his universe, he
He
is
is.
not a gag, but he's a gag of like shonen anime as a whole.
No. The show is a gag. It's a joke on shonen anime.
What
I
do you
get that.
consider
But the
Deadpool?
character
In his
itself
world,
is
he's
not
not.
a gag.
What do
That's
you
like
What do you
Yeah.
consider Deadpool?
he's not a gag character.
A bad
either.
comic book character.
That too. He's
He's
a gag character.
anti-villain. He's an anti-villain.
Sure. I don't want to
like,
have that.
There's a lot of
Deadpool.
people that try to say that Saitama could beat Goku and all this other shit, and say like that he could beat Sailor Moon, Galactic, and shit like that. And I'm like, no, he is actually Mountain Tier. Fuck offs.
Yeah, Saitama's he's really strong in his universe, but the power scaling of Dragon Ball is ridiculous.
Well, it's like we had a
Absolutely
conversation.
ridiculous.
We had a conversation, and we were gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it later about who's stronger, Luffy, Naruto, or Ichigo.
Your guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Were we doing that today? Damn, I got no notes for that.
that was the plan. Damn, man, we didn't work here. We're the only group that don't have. Wow. For once, Christian didn't do the notes, and we did.
For one, I thought we were gonna do like our homework for like the episode that was 2
Is he
weeks
frozen on
ago.
YouTube?
Okay, he's frozen because he's on Cincinnati Bell.
I'm on Spectrum, thank you.
I'm kidding. I know.
I'm on Spectrum. Fuck you.
I did
But,
just have some internet issues though.
Yeah, you are hiccuping quite badly.
We actually had some issues around the area. Like, you know where Limeberg is on 18?
Mm-hmm.
The fiber line that goes across the street was like 10 feet off the ground.
Oh,
I was driving home a few days ago, and I saw 2 police officers, one on one side, one on the other, making sure no one could come in and people could leave. And I get to the light, and here comes one of our fucking maintenance trucks with his lights on, going like 45 on the side road. And there's already one over there just to get that bitch back up so traffic can keep going. Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was like, wow.
Well, I said Cincinnati Bell was down out here for like 5 days. Like,
Yeah, no.
and I got no explanation why. And I called him and I was like, hey, I'm going to pay this month and then I'm going to end my thing because I'm going to Spectrum. Like,
And you see
I
how
was like-
fast we came out to fix your shit?
it was 2 days. And that's just because of COVID, because they said they were booked hour to hour.
Yep. We're booked
Yeah.
hour to hour right now.
Yeah.
I have not had a time in the past like 6 weeks where I sat there and didn't have a job.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had a job every hour. Which, I mean...
And
I
the guy that came out and helped me was real quick, too. He was awesome. I forget his name.
I don't know any of the Blue Ash guys, so I couldn't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Hamilton's Milford, right? That's Milford's district,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, that's 6, I think. I don't know. I don't memorize their districts either. I don't care about that shit. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that fight and who would win. They're all mountain class fighters, so they're all basically on the same tier of power in term of like manga and stuff. So that'll be a neat thing.
So are we not talking about
Um,
our shows that we watch?
I was getting to that. You keep freezing, so I figured I'd take your spot and just tell them what we were gonna talk
Yeah,
about.
you go
You
ahead
just
and
got
do
your
that.
dick up on the screen right now.
Look at that ass. That ass though.
Hold on one second.
Christian, you got
guys
like no
talk-
cake.
It's literally like he's a one-layered cake.
You have like a Hank Hill booty. You got an innie.
Hey, I thought you were taking like Muay Thai and stuff. Where's that ass at?
You got it kicked off.
But we're gonna talk about that fight. We're gonna talk about the shows we were made to watch for our homework. All of us, I'm pretty sure, have finished at least the first season.
I didn't have seasons.
We got some good stuff to talk about. Hi, Lou.
I had one long show.
What? Of course I can. What are you trying to type? Sonic what?
Chris- Christian looks so creepy right now.
Sonic EXE. Why can't I hit back? Sonic EXE. Like that? That it? Sonic
There's
EXE's
Christian.
on there.
Alright, I'm back.
Go look for your game. Go on. Shut the door on your way out, please.
So I have this
Hey, William. No, out too, please.
dual screen setup,
Go with Layla. Shut the door.
and
You got what?
my laptop was like not wanting to power everything. So I think that was the issue that I was having. I was like, wait a second, my laptop's not powered up.
Cincinnati Bell.
Oh, I don't think he heard us make fun of him because he left his headset behind.
I totally
Oh,
did
damn
listen to
it.
you guys.
But we're gonna talk about our shows. We're gonna talk about the fight. We always have merch every week, so we'll get to that. Yeah.
If
got
we
some
wanna
fun stuff
do-
talk about.
If we want to do our this week in pop culture is 2 weeks. I still only have one thing, but if we want to get that out of the way real quick, we can.
Let's do that.
All right, so I'm gonna do mine real fast. It's kind of stupid, but you know what? Halloween's coming up, and my kids were painting their
Ooh.
nails. My kids were painting their nails, so I did a thing. Oh, I can't. You can't. Fuck that. There you go. You see it?
That's so cool.
It's
Now
Jack
we're gonna
Skellington.
be on
Holy-
Wiki Feet.
Holy cow.
Hey, I can't do that for shit, so I was happy at least Jack Skellington came out right. The hill, on the other hand, is supposed to be like a little curl thing. No, it's just a fucking.
He just got an Arby's curly fry on his.
Yeah, right. Basically, took me so long, dude. I was like, layer. Wait 30 minutes. Layer. Wait 30 minutes. Can I shape now? No, layer.
What time do we start?
Oh God, I don't know.
It was
A
like-
little after 8.
So I feel like we could like not do a 2-hour show, but I feel like we could push it that long. right?
Yeah, no, we can.
Because I kind
Yeah,
of
we
want
could be around
I
there.
kind of want to talk DC fandom also. There's a lot of
Oh, I'm
content
in
that
for
came.
that.
There's a lot of content that
Oh,
came
dude.
out. this
You know what
past
I'm
few
really
weeks.
upset about, though? We won't get into full conversation about this, but I'm upset that they're giving us fucking Black Adam trailers that are animated.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're weird. They're weird.
Jim Lee
Like-
did it though. That was cool.
Jim Lee did do it.
Yeah.
But Black
what's
Adam
pissing
was
me off-
announced like in what 2016 and
Oh,
Dwayne-
it was
was
announced
after
before
Shazam.
Shazam.
yeah.
That was
No, was it?
before Shazam.
Oh, yeah, no. Him playing Black Adam was announced before Shazam. We didn't have a
Yeah.
movie yet, though.
No.
But what pisses me off is I keep getting, like, notifications on my phone. Black Adam trailer 4, Black Adam trailer 3, and I'm like, fuck yeah, finally a video of action. Click.
Nothing.
My city was burned to the fuck you!
Have you heard Dwayne the Rock Johnson's not really demands, but like his wants?
No.
He wants to fight Henry Cavill's Superman in the movie.
He won't get that.
Do it.
He
So-
won't get that.
So if
They
that
won't give him.
Do it.
they probably will do that, but that if that doesn't tell you anything, that means they still don't have even a screen play in front of them or anything.
I'm telling you right now, they
Also-
won't give him that. They won't give
Also,
him
Black
Superman
Adam
as the
just
first
wins that
enemy he
fight.
fights. That's not the point.
Henry
I don't think they'll give him
Black
Superman
Adam.
first fight.
for one, Henry
No, not first fight.
Henry Cavill wants to keep playing Superman.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't see why.
but I don't
have
see
it.
Black Adam in his first movie fighting Superman
Do I?
because then that's like throwing a wrench in the cog. Like, no,
Is it-
can't do that.
Is it? Like, I mean, you're telling me that
Superman loses, but one of the strongest heroes in the DC universe, alongside
why
the
does
Justice
Superman
League.
have to lose? You gotta think about this.
Because he's
Like,
weak to magic.
Well,
It's
yes.
a Black
and that's what
Adam
powers
villain
Black
movie.
Adam.
The whole
Yes.
point of the Black
but
Adam
he's
villain
talking about making Superman weak. But here's the thing: you're telling me
he should be.
we just saw them do a Joker movie where they still made Joker lose at the end and still made him look strong. You know, where he got caught by the cops and all that. You know, no freaking Batman was a part of that.
badass. He was a badass in that movie.
It was also its own canon as
Yeah.
a Joker. It's never been a Joker that's been done, so.
You sure?
Um,
You mean
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne and him are brothers?
No.
Are you? What? This is news.
No.
Holy shit! We gotta put breaking news on here.
all right, so how about this? How about this? The new Suicide Squad movie looks dope.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
It's got Polka Dot
Finally.
Man, A+.
I'm just happy they're fucking gonna, like, try and fix their mistake.
They realized that they were being too... Well, okay. The first Suicide Squad movie, I think the first half of that movie is insanely good. And then after that, it becomes every superhero movie you've ever seen.
I think it got rushed.
And you're just kind of like...
The
I think-
final
yeah,
fight
I think
scene was good,
That's the big issue.
but the problem I have with
It's the only thing Killer Croc did.
the final
The
fight
whole movie.
problem-
All he did was swim a bomb.
The problem I had with the final fight scene was the Suicide Squad is supposed to be the anti-hero squad. Like, they're not supposed to be heroes, but they're not supposed to be supervillains, you know? And near the end, they're thinking about all their friends they're gonna lose and shit, and I'm like, bitch, you're an anti-hero! You ain't got none!
Yeah. At the end of the movie, they go from being the Suicide Squad to the Secret Six. It's like a big problem that a lot of people had.
Yep.
The comic books, the Secret Six are people that survived Task Force X, were given their freedom, and decided to still fight crime. So they're reformed villains that made a team.
Yeah, that's
and that's
basically
what the
what
end
they
of
are.
Suicide Squad. Yeah, that's what it felt like, and it's like that's not what you are. Catman's not even in this. Like, Catman's the leader.
I do want to see John Cena play Patriot Man because of the fact that
Peacemaker.
I can see,
Peacemaker.
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 His fucking attitude in that role will be set, like, just perfect.
The
He
fact
can just be himself.
he wants world peace, and he'll get it even if he has to kill everybody but him.
Yep.
Motherfucker, like, I'm gonna destroy the universe and then bring it back. I'm Thanos, but
They
smaller.
did. They did some
Yeah,
pulls for this
he-
movie.
Mhm.
Some giant
They pulled
pulls.
some good
It's got Polka Dot Man. All right, I'm
Idris
in.
Elba is in this fucking movie.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, and he's
Who is Pete
I
Davidson
thought-
playing?
What?
he's playing It's his name's like Blacklist or some shit like
Who's
that.
who playing?
He's a D
Pete
class
Davidson.
DC character.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm
He's not
bummed that
something
they kill him
serious.
because I like him as an actor. I just watched that
Mhm.
King of Staten Island, and he's really good in that.
It's really
I think,
good.
I think they I think they kept the same actor for Boomerang Man, which is good because he was really good as Boomerang
Yeah,
Man in my opinion.
But
Captain Boomerang.
I really
yeah,
feel
Captain
like that's because they're gonna chop him in like the first 10 seconds of that movie.
Well,
I hope not. Because
It's also
he did a
'cause-
really good job.
It's also because Jai Courtney is actually Australian
Yeah.
as well, so he can kind of just talk.
I'm telling you, he's dying first 10 seconds of that damn
I
movie.
think Shark Man. I think Shark. What was it?
King
King
Shark?
Shark.
King Shark dies. I think he's done.
No!
You can't
Don't
have,
kill
you
King
can't-
Shark!
You can't. No, you can't have Killer Croc.
No!
And King Shark. It's just not gonna. It's
He
not gonna
can't-
fly.
He's not gonna die because he's one of the 4 characters in the Rocksteady Suicide Squad game.
Yep.
They're not gonna kill him.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
That's free marketing.
Can we say that though?
And then, hold on.
Captain Boomerang.
In the Suicide Squad game, listen, in the Suicide Squad game, King Shark is voiced by Samoa Joe, and it makes me so happy.
Is he really?
It's Samoa Joe, and it's so cool.
That is cool.
I was like, well, I'm just gonna play through the whole game with King Shark if I'm allowed to now. Like,
Did-
I don't care about these other 3.
Did you notice similar that Captain Boomerang and Robin has from Gotham Knights and the Suicide Game? Why do they both have
Yeah.
teleports? Like,
I
mean, are we just giving away powers now or something? Like, oh yeah, these two can teleport.
It's like, yeah, they looked at their lineup and they're like, well, shit, these characters have no mobility, so we got to make him the mobile one.
We gotta
I
teleport
give
one of them.
I gotta say this. I get people want the Zack Snyder Justice League,
Yes.
but I don't need 6 different notifications about a trailer about a movie that I've already watched that's gonna have 15 extra minutes that I may or may not give a fuck about.
Talk about 2 more hours.
He put 2 extra hours in the movie?
Dude, Warner Brothers
It's too much.
wanted to cut it because he had a 3-hour and like 15-minute movie. And it got cut down to an hour and 45 minutes, which is now getting put into, I think it's like a 3-part miniseries or a 4-part miniseries. That's what they're going to do with it.
They, when Watchmen came out, like a year later, they released a director's cut of Watchmen that's like 4.5 hours long, and I could barely get through that.
That was awesome.
And I liked it.
Yeah.
And I did not like Justice League, so I don't want to watch
Right.
But
5
see,
hours of Justice League.
They,
Like,
s-
Bring Superman back to life.
they say maybe 20...
with a CGI mustache cover. Like,
They
he had
say
like a
maybe-
little, like silly putty mustache cover.
They said maybe 20 minutes of Zack Snyder's movie actually made it into the official Justice League movie.
Yeah, but how you gonna save that fucking box of a CGI?
Alright.
him fighting fucking Doomsday, and it's like, look at my face.
It wasn't part of the Doomsday. It was a part of,
No,
just
that
when
was,
they fought...
No,
The
yeah,
Justice
sorry,
League.
not Doomsday. What's his name? That was
I just had it and I lost it.
when he fought the Justice
Steppenwolf.
Was it when he
Steppenwolf,
fought
yeah,
Steppenwolf?
Steppenwolf.
I thought it
It's
was
Steppenwolf,
only
yeah.
when he fought... I can't
No,
remember.
it was
It's so
Steppenwolf
long
because at the
since
end of the
I remember.
movie, Brainiac.
Because it's a train wreck, Christian.
Brainiac contacts. What's his name?
Brainiac.
Not Brainiac. Fucking Darkseid.
Darkseid.
Contacts.
We had Justice League.
Lex, and Lex is like, he's coming. Get fucked.
Now, I'm telling
They
you,
should do Brainiac.
Justice League's going to be good.
Why have they not done Brainiac?
I think they got to do Darkseid first.
No, they don't.
He's not nearly as strong.
they've already announced Darkseid. So like you
Yeah,
kind
I know
of
that,
to, like throw him in the play now. You can't dodge it.
And we already
Why
have
can't they just let him?
4
Why
Batman.
can't they just build up to him like Marvel did with Thanos? Like,
Did you
Yeah,
guys
but-
see the news on the Flash movie?
No, I haven't seen anything about that yet.
We have 1989 Batman that's going to be in it. We have Ben Affleck that's going to be in it. So we have 2 Batmans that's going to be in this movie.
and the Flash can travel through time, so they're probably both going to be Batman.
Well, they are both going to be Batman.
That's a dope idea. That's a dope idea.
What is it? It's Flashpoint. They're doing Flashpoint.
Flashpoint.
They're gonna
Well,
reset it,
that means, is he gonna get chased by?
and then we might get Twilight Spider-Man or Batman also.
No, dude. I don't give a fuck what people say. I don't. I don't care. Robert Pattinson was in Twilight. I don't care. He looked like a little bitch. He fucking fit
I
that
think he looks
trailer
okay.
like a T.
I'm totally
Oh,
I think
fine.
he looks okay.
I know people hate him. I liked all his other movies.
That trailer came out and I was like, whoa, bro.
They hate him because he was in Twilight,
Yeah.
but he did
And he's fighting.
what he could with Twilight. Like,
Who is he fighting? Because I couldn't pinpoint it. It's not Riddler.
He
It
is.
seems like Riddler.
It is.
but it's
Riddler.
not-
Riddler,
Penguin.
It's Riddler, Penguin, and somebody else.
Who's
oh,
the
the
guy
Court
with
of Owls.
black-
Yeah.
Who's the Black Mask
No.
guy?
Court of Owls?
That's a talent. Court of Owls is in it.
Are you sure?
That's
It's been confirmed. You can look it up.
no, wait. Who's the tape?
Court of
Black
Owls
Mask
are
guy?
my favorite. I don't like that they're combining all three of them.
That taped Black Mask, I have no clue. It could be a Talon. It could be their
I think that might be.
interpretation of a Talon.
I think that
but-
might be Riddler before he
I-
dresses up.
I think it's Riddler, and I think
could
it's
be.
just a
It could
redo.
be.
I don't think it's going to be before he dresses up. I think it's a redesign, and I'm fine with it. I don't need a top hat and a cane.
Now,
You know, give,
No, but I do want
This-
the question marks and shit, man. That
Fuck
was his
that.
thing. Like,
fuck
well,
that.
they show a question mark at the end of
Yeah.
the trailer. So,
I do.
Hmm.
The question marks in the
they
one.
they say the Court of Owls is in the movie, but I bet it's like an end of the movie tease for the next movie
Oh yeah.
because
And I
he's
think-
already got Riddler and Penguin.
Did
I
you
think he
see
could
the
go for quite a while.
monsters list for Godzilla vs Kong? Can you send me a link for that so we can look at that?
I got you, fam.
My
Hold
dad
on.
is, my dad is hitting us up with some stuff.
Oh,
Here.
all right. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
I know
Hell yeah,
Yeti's
I'd
a
love to talk
huge
about
Hi, Daddy Navi.
Yeti's a huge monster movie. Speaking of monster movies, did you guys ever watch The Invisible Man yet?
It's pretty all right.
Dude,
The Invisible Man.
you know
the
they're
newest one?
yeah, and they're doing one
I haven't
on
seen the newest one.
Wolfman, and Wolfman's going to be played by Ryan Gosling.
Morbius comes out soon.
I don't care.
Oh,
about
I can't
Morbius.
wait to see that.
I
What
don't
the
care
fuck,
about
bro?
that. Dude, that's just gonna be like 2000s and Matrix and everyone wanting to wear leather again. That's all this movie's gonna be. I hate vampires.
Morbius?
Look at him with his Godzillas over here.
Morbius doesn't wear fucking
God.
leather?
He says there's gonna be about 30 monsters in the Godzilla vs Kong movie.
They can't throw too many in there though, because I mean,
They're
kinda
all
hard
gonna
to throw
die.
That many. It's kind of hard to throw that many in the first one they redid.
I mean, they can.
They're all just
They
gonna
had
die.
10,
yeah.
If
and
God-
only like what 7 of them are shown.
If Godzilla's going to Kong or Skull Island, is it Skull Island?
Yeah, it's
Skull Island, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it happen. Cause there's like freaking
Yeah, it's
T-Rexes
gonna
and
be-
stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be. They've already confirmed that some of them are new, that they've made them up because there's
Oh.
a Mastodon one.
Wasn't there already one?
And no, not in Toho Studios anyway. So they made this big woolly mammoth one. There's
Okay.
I don't trust
there's
Screen Rant.
artwork of it. But I mean, they're probably all just gonna be cannon fodder leading up to the big fight. So
As per usual.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a slide.
But
I mean,
don't-
I think they did a good job with the Godzilla movie because none of the monsters were actually cannon fodder. You had Mothra, who was a literal point in the movie. She saved his life.
Wait,
you
I
had,
thought there's only 5 Titans.
The pterodactyl dude, I forget his name for the love of God, sorry.
Rodan.
You had Rodan, who literally destroyed cities before he got fucked up. And then the other one
King
was like
Caesar.
Crab Guy.
It was King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah, yeah, and he goes ham for a while before they take care of him.
Well,
Like,
he's like Godzilla's Green Goblin. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's an A1 kaiju.
it's just dope as shit.
Last night I was watching.
King Ghidorah's always been bigger than Godzilla, and it's always been like a big deal because
Yeah.
Godzilla's 300 feet tall.
Oh yeah, you have a point there. All right, I'll give you that.
Last night
Like,
I was watching with Lily. Have you guys seen Ultimate Spider-Man? With
Ultimate Spider-Man.
David or not David Drake Bell. He did the voice for it.
yeah, it's good.
No.
It's such a good series, dude. I hate that they ended it
It's
just to
good.
make a new one.
Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't as good as there was one before that called Spectacular Spider-Man that's better.
What's up, buddy?
Was that the one
what?
with Neil Patrick Harris?
No, that's I think that's literally called
What?
Spider-Man and like the
Into the
animated
Web
series.
or
It was on
something,
MTV. Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's
but
okay.
there was one between those called The Spectacular Spider-Man.
Shut it
It's
off, please.
hand-drawn. It's really good.
Thank you, buddy.
It only went for like 2 seasons.
I want to say something
Spectacular is decent. What do you want to say? Come on.
before we get
Anubis.
into our anime.
Just say it. Just say it already.
Would you give me a minute
Just
before
say
we
it.
get into our anime talk? Remember how we were talking about how unless Decadence had a real nice twist, or like a wrench, a cog in the a wrench in the engine, it wouldn't be worth watching.
Is the season over?
Yeah.
Can I finish what I was gonna say real quick? God damn it!
That's all I want to know.
Do I interrupt you, motherfucker?
I will watch it when the
No.
season's over.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying that wrench we were talking about, Yeti, where you said they need to like change shit around because it isn't working very well. Yeah, it happens in episode 6. I mean, not 6,
Okay.
5.
No, so spoilers.
Okay.
No, because you don't know what the fuck happens, and you'll never know. So
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you.
And he needs to tell me that, otherwise I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're good.
Speaking of that show, it just, I think it was 2 weeks ago or last week, it dropped its first episode dubbed. So they've now started
Yeah,
dubbing
cool.
that show.
Cool, they're starting dub.
It is.
Funimation's
It
on the
is
shit
way
right
better
now.
than fucking. It's better than God of High School. I'll give you that. Like,
I am upset with that. It like my
It's
first few
rough.
episodes.
That's
My first few
it's
episodes explaining.
rough.
My first few episodes, what Christian explained about how bad it was. My first like 2 or 3 episodes, it's like, wow, he was 100% on point.
It's so balls to the wall in the worst way. Like, they don't want to describe a damn thing. Like, they're like, well, why does that person do that? And they're like, don't worry about it. Here's another person. And you're like, oh, okay. And then that person loses a fight, and you're like, but wait, they're supposed to be in the tournament. Don't even worry about it. The main characters are fighting already. And you're like,
Yeti.
okay.
Pause real quick. So my dad just
I
asked.
can't.
He asked 2 questions. I'm gonna
Okay.
read the second one. He said,
Yeah.
"Why do I feel like you tell Brandon to shut up like everybody tells Meg to shut up?"
I mean, his complex of seniority is up here, and his complex of everything else, including physical traits, is down here. So he's got to try something.
Oh, really?
That just means that Christian's Peter Griffin.
Hey, Meg went hot for a few seasons.
Meg went hot for an episode, and I'm pretty sure that was the episode with Pete Davidson. So look at that, just bringing it all back together.
Yeah, it was.
Bringing it all back together. He also asked, "Have you all seen Justice League Dark Apocalypse?" Anubis, you need to watch that. I know you haven't.
I've not seen Apocalypse. I have the
I
first
have.
one
Hold
on
on.
Blu-ray though.
Hold on.
Dude.
Is that the one where they fuck up Darkseid?
Dude, okay, that's the first one. So this one brings
No, I'm talking about
Darkseid back.
I'm talking about the one where Batman goes to his planet and basically threatens to blow his shit up. Is that
No.
the first one, or is that
That's
this one?
that's the first one. So this one,
Okay.
John Constantine has a big role, a major role
Oh
in it.
shit!
Dude,
Yeah, he's in this
It's
movie.
really good, and it sets up another Flashpoint paradox because it's the end of the animated movie series trilogy that they had. I mean, dude, I put it
Gotcha.
on my scale. I put it like on an anime level end game. Like that's how I felt about this movie.
Ooh.
It's pretty good.
All right. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
A lot of the DC animated movies are really, really good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I loved the Doomsday movie where basically everyone thought Superman was dead, and then he shows back up, half baked, pissed off, and ready to just take over the world. Like didn't give a fuck no more.
Those
It's
two
like, oh, well, Superman.
Look, those 2 Superman movies were super good. I like those, and I'm not a big Superman fan, but I like Superboy.
When he
I
came
think,
back as Black Superman, I was like, oh, shit's about to get real.
And they gave me Tron
I think-
Superboy.
Yeah, God, I hate Tron Superboy. I hate it so much. You ruined my third
All right.
favorite comic book character of all time.
So we'll get on our first topic, and then obviously we're gonna sidetrack.
I don't
per
even
usual.
think Yeti or I did our pop culture. Yeti, do your pop
No,
culture
no,
real
no.
quick.
I have not.
That's what I was saying. Our first
Yeah,
thing was pop
do
culture.
it.
We skipped down that.
I only got one thing, and it's gonna make Christian really happy. It'll make you happy too, Anubis, but Christian more so. As I got Killer Bee.
Ooh, heck yeah!
I found a fucking Killer Bee at Walmart, and
That's
he didn't ring up. These are like 15 to 20 online, and he didn't ring up. He wasn't in their system, so they sold him to me for $4.
I might not play.
So I got this rad Killer
Thank
Bee,
you for
who's
that.
like in my top
is
5 favorite
legit.
Naruto characters.
That's
So
sick.
that makes me pretty happy.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. What do you got, Chris?
I love Killer Bee.
Man, you're rude. I don't have a lot. It's been like a year and a half since I collected comic books, and I got some comic books the other day. There's a new book I've been wanting to check out. You guys heard about this yet? Three Jokers.
Oh, Batman! I've heard of him.
The
Well,
Joker.
oh yeah, yeah. We've all heard of Batman.
I've heard of Batman.
Thank you.
Is that the guy that's
Three
doing
Jokers.
bats flying around?
So,
Yeah, him.
me and Yeti were talking
He
about
can't
this
see. He's
once.
got to scream to see around the city. He's not very subtle.
Fuck
He
you.
sees villains and he's like, ah! He dives off, so keep an eye on him.
Could you imagine that? He's like coming in. Oh, I see you, bitch.
And they're like, it's Batman!
What's that? A bird? It's a plane. No, it's a bat. Oh, it's Batman. Okay.
I fucking hate you guys. Dudes. I hate you guys so much.
No, go ahead, Krista. I'm sorry.
So,
Three Jokers. I know.
I don't
Three
need the
Jokers.
bat hook. I just need to fly away.
so Anubis,
Three.
you were curious how me and Yeti were having a conversation the other day, and I think we were talking about how like Batman asked Joker like, "What is your real identity?" or something like that, and he says, "Well, there's three
No,
of us."
he got to talk. He got to ask a question to someone.
I can't
The
remember who.
Almighty. It was basically the Almighty. I can't remember his name,
Yeah.
but it's basically the control of the entire universe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's like, I guess continuing that. I don't know. I don't
That
know.
would be cool. I would love to know.
Watching DC fandom really got me itching that whole I want to read more comics and I miss them. And the other thing I got was Batman: The Last Night on Earth, which is supposedly.
I don't know if I've read that one.
Dude, check this out, dude. He has like a Joker lantern.
That's dope.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But supposedly this is like the end to the New 52 Snyder run, Scott Snyder.
Oh, so we're gonna end it on that note. Okay.
Yeah, because like it ended really terribly, the New 52, because I'm pretty sure he was in like an origin.
It ended bad.
Yeah, and
it
like
ended bad.
Gordon was Batman. I mean, it was super weird. So like
And
he wrote a
still
book.
carried a gun, which Batman's not supposed to do.
Yeah.
To kill people, and he fucking kills the Joker in his fucking plane. So
But yeah, so he wrote another one, and I'm like, yeah.
Joker threatened to kill Superman's
If
daughter.
there's
so,
one
I mean,
Batman book I need you to read, Anubis, it is Batman: The Court of Owls. It will change your fucking life. It is the greatest
really good.
book. I don't know, that one and Hush. Hush and Court of
I
Owls.
was about
are-
to say I have Hush.
Yeah.
I have Hush in this box. I was about to get out, and you beat me to it.
Yeah, Hush and Court
I'm
of
still getting
Owls are like right there at the top Batman stories for me. Of course, I know my dad's watching. He's gonna say, "The Dark Knight Returns." Just say it.
too many toys.
Just say it, Dad. I know you're over there wanting to say it. Frank Miller. Frank Miller's a terrible writer. Oh boy. But
2-minute intermission as he searches for this comic.
Anubis, I'm taking you comic book shopping soon.
Yeah, we talked about
We're
that.
gonna, we're gonna do a video of it. We're gonna like, it's gonna be a nice little vlog of me getting you some good books.
Knowing me, I'll just probably grab a fuck ton of anime and then one comic book. And
Well, there's
be
no,
like, okay.
there's no anime. You have to get manga. Yep, there it is. Batman Hush.
Yeah, hush.
Dude, it's such
It's
a good
so
book.
good.
Dude, that's like my favorite just because it's like a detective story. Like, it's so like...
It is. It focuses on him being a goddamn detective
Yep.
because he's a detective.
Have-
It gets so lost in all the media. He's a fucking detective. Like,
Yeah.
Have you ever read Justice League Identity Crisis?
I believe so.
Dude, that's another one that's really good on just like trying to figure out who's the one that's killing heroes.
It has like
Alright.
one of my favorite designs of Killer Croc in it too.
Oh yeah.
Like, he looks so cool.
The movie
So,
was a
like-
little wonky. I didn't like how they ended it.
Let's get on the topic.
I didn't watch it because I knew it wouldn't be as good.
topic at hand.
They made some.
Because I know we'll ride the river down a different train again. So, you guys want to start with the fight?
Nah.
If you guys got notes.
Start with our show, because that gives me time to prep for our fight.
Okay.
Damn it, dude, that
So-
sucks. I was gonna make a Mugen on it and everything.
So we'll start with Yeti, because he lost his notes, so he can think of something, I guess.
My thing comes down to I took notes, like of what I remembered from Brotherhood, and then I watched all of FMA because Christian told me it was 28 episodes long, and it was 52.
Dad, for what
I watched
you're
all of it.
hearing, he's talking about the original Full Metal Alchemist, the only one my dad has actually seen. He has not seen Brotherhood, still to this day, and he's missing out.
Yeah, Brotherhood. Yeah. Is my plug not plugged in?
You're missing so much on Brotherhood. Like,
Brotherhood's legit.
Yep.
Original FMA didn't have Olivier Armstrong, so it was automatically worse.
I know.
She just.
I hated the fact that they used Rose as a con in that fucking movie.
The only thing that I can say the original does better is the Elric's mom, because she's in like 3 episodes. That's like the only thing that's better.
Yep.
And
Other
she's
than
brought
that,
back
it's
for
just-
one episode too. She's brought back by
Mm.
what's her name, the homunculus, to try to taunt them, and Edward gets fucking
Envy?
ragely pissed off.
Envy?
How
No,
far
that's
did you finish it?
Lust?
yeah, Envy does the transforms.
Oh, I watched all of it. I didn't
Alright.
find the movie to watch, and I didn't want to, so I didn't try. But I watched enough.
The movie's interesting, but
The movie's
it's not.
But
the only part.
I noticed one thing, because like the big thing is everyone's like, oh, they go to the real world and they go and fight in World War II.
Yeah.
But if you watch the original FMA, they never say that it takes place in Amestris. They don't say it one time.
Mm-mm.
So it could just be in our world.
Yeah.
They
Basically-
never say it.
Basically, if you were to think about it, FMA could have been like in the 1500s, where we don't like not 1500s. So like, take it back some years where we
Like,
don't have much
like
information on what's going under, about what's
Yeah.
going on. No, we have a lot of information on the 1800s. I'm talking about like, you take it back to where like, when we look through pyramids and we see hieroglyphs of like fucking moving cars and shit, people are like, that shouldn't be there.
Well,
Stuff we don't fully know about, that could have been right there, and that would have been a good plot. Like, the missing piece of our history kind of thing.
the only issue with it is like you can actually predate where alchemy and science split off, because like there was a point where both were being studied, and then science took over in our world, and this is supposed to be a parallel universe where
alchemy was what was focused
and
on.
that's what I really liked about the original, is like it kind of like, okay, so this is like a parallel world of if we didn't choose the science route, we went the alchemy route, and I thought that was a cool little thing they did with that.
That's why I like
overall, I think basically every character they were fine. If I hadn't seen Brotherhood, I would have been like, oh, this is fine. But they're done so much worse than that original. Particularly Scar. Scar's done dirty.
Yeah.
In the original FMA. Like he's around and then he dies like a bitch, and I was like, what? Scar? Oh, Scar's just gone. Like, and I was like, okay. Where Scar's like a plot point of Brotherhood. Like he's
and
there.
The father's not even existent.
Nope.
No, it's what was her name? Dante.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't get into him because I was like, you're made up. The manga didn't catch up. You're made
not
up.
Father.
Like,
You're not father.
Alright.
But I mean, it was okay. I would probably, out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 6.5. Like I didn't hate. I hated how much I had to watch. I did not hate what I was watching.
Yeah.
So
that's. Oh, go ahead.
Anubis, your turn.
No, that's it.
Oh, am I up next?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So undoubtedly, I did the thing I said I would never, and I watched a sports anime. I watched Haiku.
So
It was nice.
It's so.
I liked it. I'd give it a 7 out of 10, and I'll explain why I give it a 7 out of 10. Haiku is one of those shows that, like when you watch One Piece, when you watch Bleach, when you watch Tokyo Ghoul or something like that,
I don't put Bleach in
when
that
they-
category.
Okay, cool, fine. Well, when they lose, they have to gain a new ability. They have to gain something huge. And in Haiku, it was like, you can't really gain much but more players, man.
That's not true.
Yeah, they just had to train. Like
Train or gain new players. There's not much else you can do with that story.
Really? You're gonna say you can't hit a growth spurt?
The nigga's short.
hey, I mean,
Hey.
he hasn't.
I said nigga. I ended with an A.
I gotta plug my phone in.
Oh,
I'm
they
listening.
know.
But he's a short guy.
How
and
far did you get into it?
I watched all but 2 episodes of the first season. The reason I missed the last 2 episodes is because stuff going on, family stuff.
Well, I watched Stupid Tokyo Ghoul, and I like it. Brandon, you don't know where that movie that we went and saw actually started, but that's episode 6 of Tokyo Ghoul's anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when you meet. It's when you first start to fully understand
Screw
who.
you! I seen the
Gourmet
whole
is.
first season of it already.
Don't you like it though? Gourmet's fight is so much better when it's actually in the anime. The movie pushed the fight so hard for Gourmet because, he fights in the dome against that ghoul and fucks his day up. In the dome on the anime, in the movie, he's like, not that much. And Gourmet fucks him up.
I wish
nah, bitch, he fucked his day up.
I wish you gave me a better show, because I'm like, alright, I've already seen all this. I've seen all this. I've seen all this.
So you've seen bits and pieces, because like I said, the movie does not portray that at all. But at the end of the season, did you notice what happened?
Oh yeah, I'm the end of the season. Yes, I was just talking about the first 8 episodes was covered in that movie. I'm like,
Yeah. But that's I wanted to see how well the movie would be portrayed, and I was upset because it was made when they make a live action. If it's made correctly, like the Bleach movie, which is only
oh yeah, we're all fans of Cowboy
botched,
Bebop.
it's only botched a little bit. The Bleach movie kept to the anime or the manga pretty damn close,
Yeah.
and it was really good. And then we went and saw the Tokyo Ghoul movie, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He never met him there. That never happened. He kills that mother. What? It was horrid. But the end of the season in Tokyo Ghoul was that Jason fight. You liked that Jason fight, I know you did.
It was good. I like Tokyo Ghoul. Like I said, I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm just
Now remember,
the homework was literally covered in the movie, just about most of it. So I was
say this.
Well, aren't you lucky?
I was
Like I said
spoiled. Yeah, I know.
Hey, like I said before, don't take the second season to heart. It's like watching FMA, not Brotherhood. It's gonna drop off for a while, and the ending's gonna piss you off because it's not a true ending.
I'm not watching it now.
They fix the 3rd season.
Start
The 3rd
watching-
season's fixed.
Dude, my dad thinks we don't watch anime, guys. He's giving us all this list right now because he's trying to defend the original FMA. He's telling me watch
The original
Cowboy
FMA
Bebop.
is trash.
We're not
You
saying
watch Brotherhood or read
It's
the
trash
manga.
when you compare it to Brotherhood.
It-
When you
Dad,
compare it
I'm
to
telling
Brotherhood,
you,
it doesn't
watch
compare.
No, he doesn't even have
Brotherhood.
to compare it to Brotherhood. He doesn't have to even compare it to Brotherhood. Let him read the manga, and he'll understand how trash that shit is.
Well, I mean, which is just watching Brotherhood because it's
Yeah.
basically manga perfect.
Dad,
Yeah, well, yeah.
yeah, he also said we can
Basically,
watch
there are
Cowboy
some
Bebop
differences, but-
and Fist of the North Star, which both of them are good.
I'll watch Fist of the North Star right now.
My dad knows his stuff a little bit. You know, he just doesn't.
A little bit,
He
yeah.
doesn't know the good
Fist of,
Full Metal.
if he wants something new that gives off North Star vibes, tell him to watch JoJo.
He won't.
JoJo's like,
He
You gotta get
has.
to the first season though. You gotta get to the first season, and that's really hard.
the first season's rough, but it's literally a foundation for the whole show, so you have to watch it. It's only 12 episodes, luckily, but
But dude,
after that, once you get to Joseph, it's fine. Like, it's fine. And then you get to Jotaro, and it jumps way up, so...
I'll never watch.
well, there's a
JoJo.
reason why they don't use. There's a reason why they don't use Joseph Joestar in the video games. They use Jotaro.
Mm.
There's a
Jotaro's,
reason.
I mean,
And like the
Jotaro's
Dio,
like the focus.
the Dio they use isn't even first season Dio. It's third season Dio. It's like there's a problem when you skip 2 seasons on characters here.
So you give it a 7 out of 10 for Hakai. You give it a 6.5 out of 10 for
I give it a
Full
6.5.
Metal. I'm gonna go with the 6 out of 6.5, just for the simple fact that I've already seen it from that live action movie we saw, for the most part. But the ending of that first season, that's when it got good. I was like, okay, here we go.
yeah.
But since I already seen it,
I
I
wanna
was like,
I want to get this from you since you just watched it. Would you recommend me watch the first season of Tokyo Ghoul?
yeah, it's not bad. You'd
Because
like
I
it.
haven't seen it.
It's,
Okay.
It's not terrible. It's a zombie, or it's not a zombie. It's a vampire anime. I mean,
I know, my girlfriend
It's
loves it.
not
That's why Uta's up here, but
it's
You'll
I just
love
haven't
Uda.
watched it.
You'll love Uda. He's so good.
it's really
That's why I let him be right here, because I figured I'd like him.
Eat that eyeball.
like I like their concept, with the ghouls and the living together, and the living's trying to hunt down the ghouls. Ghouls are not trying to eat, but they think they're all just trying to eat them. You got your bad ones, and everyone's just getting stereotyped and all that.
Yeah, the stereotypes and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. That's I can agree there.
It's not bad.
No.
Let's move on to our fight.
All right. So, like I said, I did a lot of research, and I found out
Let's get some
that
context to our fight real quick.
each. Oh, okay, yeah.
So each of us, we both show a favoritism to one of the big 3: Naruto, Luffy, and Ichigo. Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, right? So we decided to, since my favorite's Naruto, Brandon's favorite's Ichigo, and Yeti's favorite is Luffy, we're gonna, put them in our own little world and have them all fight. We're gonna talk which one's strongest and whatnot.
So,
I think that's the important part, is like we're putting all 3 of them in the hyperbolic time chamber. There's
Yep.
nothing around,
bonuses.
there's no help,
No-
it's just
no-
those 3.
no random chance to go power level. None of that stuff. And from what my research showed so far, is each one of our characters, the big 3, all 3 of them are same tier fighters. So they're all around the same level. They're all mountain. I think it's called mountain tier or mountain class.
Dude, I don't even.
I think
pay
it's
attention
mountain
to
class, yeah.
the power scale.
And the power scaling is difficult to understand unless you've actually gotten into it, which I did. But mountain is like, and to put it into perspective, mountain in comparison to Goku. Goku is
Universal,
3D.
isn't he?
He's almost 40,
Goku's he's planetary, I'm pretty sure.
and they're a mountain.
Yeah.
just take that.
The
into
power
perspective.
scaling in Dragon Ball is goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a
Universal.
problem.
The only universal characters there are is Alien X, Sailor Moon, Galactic.
Sailor Cosmic.
Yeah, Sailor Cosmic, and there's one other, and I can't remember who it is. For the love of God,
I don't care.
It's
there's
not
only
Beerus.
3 of them. What?
It's not Beerus.
No. It might be Whis. Whis might be one, because they're angels.
Yeah.
They might count, but I'm counting like big characters, like important characters.
Mhm.
So like you got
Yeah,
Sailor Moon, Alien X, and then there's one other. And the only reason they are is because they could take a universal destruction and recreation and just stand there. No one else can do that. So
I kind of wish I had chose Sailor Moon instead of Luffy, because I would have a very easy victory.
No, because then we would have to change our characters. We literally couldn't
I know.
change our characters on that scale.
All right, see, and
It's impossible.
that takes us
No,
away
please.
from our topic. It was about our big three, our big
Go
three
on.
choices. Since we are
Shut the door,
all
please. Thank you.
pretty familiar.
Yeah, we all prefer one of the
Yeah.
big three.
The only issue I have with this is whatever we say can be retconned any moment with One Piece still being ongoing.
And Bleach coming back.
Right,
Yeah.
Bleach is coming back. The problem is Bleach is finished
And
in the manga.
technically Naruto has gotten stronger in Boruto
Well-
than he even was before.
Not
so.
necessarily. He's technically weaker than when he fought Sasuke.
Christian, he got shot through the moon!
Sasuke is stronger since
He
then.
got
And
shot through
Naruto
the moon,
is,
Christian!
I'm just saying. Have a
So-
good night, Dad. Thanks.
So we all had stuff to look up. Power levels, speed, technique, everything that they do as a person to make them strong, and how they would stand up against each other. The problem we ran into at the start when we were talking about it in the group chat is Ichigo and Luffy are like infinitely faster than Naruto. Like, even if Naruto had the strength to handle it, he wouldn't be able to touch the two characters. Unless we count Flash speed as going as fast as they are, which it may.
It probably
they don't
is.
say it doesn't, but it may. And if that counts,
But
then
then-
yeah, he can keep up.
If we kept everybody in base form, which I'm not gonna say we do because
That would
powering up
not
is
be
part
fair.
of the
I'd be
show.
fucked.
Yeah, but yeah, if it was just big, yeah, like you just said, Ichigo's like nothing in his base form.
Ichigo, a bitch.
Where base form Luffy, not even Gear 2 Luffy, is 240,000 miles an hour.
Well, you gotta imagine. Think about this for a second.
It's ridiculous.
Like base form Ichigo, he has to suppress his power. So
Yeah.
literally, he loses like 90% of his power because he suppresses it to make sure he can't overuse it. Like
Yeah.
that's the whole point. Whereas Luffy, and none of it's suppressed, he just unlocks a gate. Like he's like, here, I'm gonna unlock this
basically.
gate and make it stronger. And unlock this thing, make it stronger. Like recently, that motherfucker's gotten big.
So for speed,
Luffy's
That new hockey, holy
Luffy's no
shit.
joke.
for
Luffy's no
Naruto, it said that he's
And he's fast now.
subsonic to massively hypersonic. Is his speed?
Yeah, he's real fast now.
Okay,
like,
so we all keep up to each other then. That's fine.
Mhm.
We all have just around the same amount of speed. I think Luffy's the fastest still, but just by a hair. Like he's going.
that's kind of what
going
Oda
hyper.
wanted to do. Because so many mangas do feats of strength, and he was like, well, I kind of want to do feats of speed.
Yeah,
And so it's kind of what he does.
and
When Luffy and Katakuri fought each other, they broke space-time.
right, like
Like, it was, I mean,
Wait, who? Luffy?
but that's the thing.
Luffy and
Luffy and
Katakuri.
Katakuri. Yeah.
They broke
when they fought
space-time.
each other,
they
they were both fighting faster than light.
did did Fire Force steal that from there?
No. Fire Force is its own thing.
Oh, I'm
So
saying
Fire Force-
they broke what they break?
No,
Time?
one character breaks time. The other character travels through dimensions. And the reason why that's a big issue is because when he travels through dimensions, and the Doctor even says this, if he travels through a dimension and was not to fully come back, it would fucking kill him. So he has to be
Yeah.
careful when doing it. That's why he hasn't used it again since. Because he can't unless he can understand how it works correctly. The Time Kid, on the other hand, he heats up the molecules so fast that he can literally move faster than time itself. It makes sense. But they're not traveling at the speed of blah, blah, blah. They're teleporting through things or using things to their advantage.
Where Luffy, on the other hand.
So basically, Time Skip Boy could beat all three of us combined because of the fact that he stops time.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how fast you are, if you can't stop time, and he can, but it's like Hit. Hit is so fast he stops time, but could he beat the three combined? I don't think so because they're about his same speed.
Well, see that you're starting to put us in that. When I looked up destructive power and strength for Naruto, It's saying superhuman to partial planetoid.
Yeah, he got shot through the moon, Christian.
Yeah. So there you go for strength and power. He's pretty up there.
I honestly, unbiasedly, I honestly think Naruto wins this fight. I just do.
And there's a reason.
I legit do.
The reason I don't think Naruto wins this fight, and it's a big reason. Even though he has a mass amount of chakra,
It does run out.
There is no stopping power to Ichigo and to Luffy. But if Naruto's chakra runs out, he got nothing but his fists and his feet.
He can run out.
And these two don't run out. They just run out of stamina. And they've practiced well damn enough to fucking never run out of stamina.
Ichigo can run out, but Luffy
he can't run out anymore.
Like,
at the end of the manga, he's basically infinite.
Luffy, when he gets beat, isn't it more of just where, like, he gets tricked into something? Like, I don't think he's ever really been beaten.
He either gets tricked or he's overconfident and he gets mollywopped fast.
Yeah, because I don't ever see him get, like,
he did a
exhausted.
Goku against Doflamingo. He did a Goku versus Doflamingo.
Yeah.
He basically thought he was going to kill him in Gear 4 in, like, 30 seconds. Didn't kill him, and the Doflamingo's like, yeah, now you don't have that power anymore. Get fucked.
Because, like...
Or, like, when they went to Wano Kuni, he was like, he went and fought Kaido immediately and got beat in one hit.
Oh, yeah, but Kaido's a fucking god, so...
Yeah, Kaido's basically a god, yes. I mean...
No one saw that coming.
I need to watch more One Piece to have a better...
I didn't see him getting beaten in one hit. That's crazy for how far along we are. That's crazy. But now they're building up to him actually fighting Kaido, and I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, Naruto, I want to give him the edge, but at the same time, like, if you think about it, like, I feel like
still think it's Naruto.
After a bunch of these, and then they come off, like, I feel like everyone in the Naruto realm kind of just like, oh, my chakra is depleted just about. You know what I mean? Like, who do you not hear say that? Like, even on the bad guy side, like, they all say, oh, my chakra.
Yeah.
Like,
and that would be a really big
battle.
Yeah.
That'd be a really big
battle.
If Naruto admitted that his chakra was almost depleted, Luffy and fucking Ichigo would just go ham. Because they know at that point they could double team him, end him, and worry about each other later.
But at the same time, you know...
Luffy does not mind teamwork.
At the same time, Naruto could just be like, hey, Shadow Clones, motherfuckers, you fight them.
If he doesn't have chakra, his Shadow Clones will be trash.
Hey, that's why he sits back and lets them just go do that.
The only advantage Naruto could have is if he set aside a Shadow Clone before the fight started.
Exactly.
And he summoned it in to get more chakra back. That would give him an advantage, same way he did in Pain.
All right.
He could do an advantage like that.
So, what do you think would be the power for Luffy against that? So, like, if he got hit by a Rasengan.
Luffy's rubber, dude. It won't bother him. It's basically a physical attack.
It would... Yeah, it's a physical attack, but it twists and burns.
Yeah. I could see that being...
So, it would bother him. Like, I'm not going to say... It'd be like punching him, because that won't do dick. But it would bother him. The Rasen Shuriken would bother him because it slices. And that's the big problem with Ichigo's. Luffy's weakness is swords, but he fights sword guys all the time, so he's used to fighting swords. I don't know. I feel like Luffy... I love Luffy, and he's my favorite of the three, but I think he's kind of outclassed in this. Because he usually has to lose to figure out how to fight the people he's fighting.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a problem.
Oh no. Ichigo with the flash step, though.
He lost the crocodile twice,
so,
you know? Like...
Ichigo's flash step in the final arc of the manga is... I mean, it's on par with Luffy's speed. Now, the problem being... is Ichigo's strongest form, which is almost planetary, just like Naruto's and just like Luffy's, doesn't last more than like 15 pages. And if we had more of that, maybe we could tell exactly how strong he was. But he kills the main bad guy with Aizen But when he does it, he breaks his sword in half and loses all his power completely.
Yeah.
Gone.
We
Never
have
to get back
No
again.
reason to watch the new show now. Thanks.
No, you don't. You won't like the last arc anyway. The last arc's trash.
I thought that's
But-
the whole reason why everyone wants it back.
The very
That's what's
last
good.
arc is not what people want. They want the rest of what goes on before that. The last arc is okay. So the main bad guy in the last arc's power is changing fate.
You know,
He literally gets obliterated, turned into blood and guts, and changes his fate and comes back to life.
you know what
That's why
my
people hated
issue with the people that defend Bleach is? They tell you, you'll like the first season, skip the second season, watch the third season, skip the first half of the fourth season.
Man. Like,
I mean, it's like that with the whole entire series. Like, when does it just
warning
stay
you.
good?
There's a lot of filler. But back on to power. Ichigo is able to fight, and one of the movies the movie I mentioned in the chat is canon. It's when he goes to hell, he fights the defenders of hell, basically deities that are set up to stop hell's the minions in hell from getting out. He kills like millions, and then
Dude, that's weak
actually
sauce.
becomes
Luffy eats
the
devil fruit.
controller. Hold on. Becomes the controller of hell at the end and puts a mask on to able to tell them to get the fuck back. I'm taking care of this.
Well, Luffy's eating fucking devils all the time, so I mean that
No,
trumps
devil
that.
fruit is different than devils.
Luffy did eat an entire army of cookie people.
Yep.
So then
That is the thing that happened.
Ichigo fights a god.
Naruto fought a god.
No,
Luffy
Naruto
fought a
fought
god.
an alien. Luffy and Ichigo fought a god. Naruto fought an alien.
Luffy's technically fought two gods because Enel was a god too. He just couldn't hurt Luffy because he had lightning powers.
Who
And
does?
Luffy's made of rubber.
Are we just
So it just
like
didn't work.
downplaying the power of gods? Like Goku fought a god.
No, I'm
fucking-
downplaying Naruto.
No, I'm
because
talking.
Naruto.
I'm talking about anime in general. Like they're like, oh, this is supposed to be the highest. Oh well, these guys are gonna start.
Yeah, that's where
slowly-
that's inevitably where they get to.
I mean, yeah,
Jesus.
I guess. But in terms of power,
So I guess that term we can just cut that out because all of them have fought gods. So
Ichigo's power is so strong, and this is why I said speed wouldn't matter. Is he was swinging his sword at Aizen and destroying the entire fucking continent, just deleting it. Like not cubes, and then like everything's broken. No, it fucking disintegrated with every swing, and that was a stopped swing, by the way. They were hitting sword to sword, and it was everything behind Aizen was just disintegrated.
all right. So final thoughts. Who are you picking?
I still have this gut feeling that it's.
I want to say
That
Luffy.
guy's done. That guy's
Because
done
he's
so
got
much.
no. I think Luffy because of his new like I said, we said he's still ongoing.
His fourth
New
years
hockey.
are crazy.
No, his new hockey is fucking insane. He doesn't
Yeah, he
even
knows how
punch
to use-
the motherfucker and just boom.
I
And
said.
he knows how to use all three hockeys, and he has three different forms of Gear 4. So,
I
And
said.
I think he could
he's-
stop Naruto with a captain's
as-
hockey, just fucking
as
outright.
is. We'll go.
just
In,
be like, no.
we'll go in Naruto. This time next year when we do the podcast, Bleach should be back out. Hopefully.
It's coming out like what 2001,
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
2021?
2001. 2001.
2021.
Luffy will have fought Kaido by then.
Yep. And we'll
Oh
have
yeah.
more stats.
Oh yeah.
God knows what they're busting out in that fight, man. Like,
God tier
I
fight.
can't-
Yeah.
God.
As long as they don't do a Naruto versus Pain pixelization fucking anime fight, I'll be cool.
I like that.
No, 'cause
I hated that
Yeah.
art because it was like you watch Pain's fists turn into like blobs because they're big and they're hitting rocks at him, and I'm like, come on, you could have done something.
now, if
They do the same thing
If
with
the,
Kakashi and Toby.
yeah, they did.
Oh
I
yeah,
forgot
you're
about that.
Yeah.
right. Shit.
And everyone
Dang.
thinks
But,
that's like the coolest fight ever.
It's because it's a good fight. It's well choreographed. If One Piece takes its fight seriously, and you can see that in Luffy versus Katakuri, because that whole fight is beautiful. It's so pretty, and hopefully they just do that with Kaido too.
Yeah, and hopefully with the anime coming out, they won't end it on Ichigo getting his power and using it for like 15 pages.
I fucking hate
Like-
you. Just tell-
15
tell-
pages. He
Like-
gets the strong. No, you guys haven't seen any of the other fucking captains get their final Bankai, so don't say shit until you watch that.
Yeti,
It's dope as fuck.
We'll be
But-
here next year, this exact date, and we'll be like, dude, we're gonna start Bleach, and Anubis is gonna be like, all
Ruin
right,
it.
skip the first 20 episodes, start here, and then after about 3 episodes, skip another 15 episodes, and oh yeah, that's right, that's the end of the season. So we're gonna have to wait until the rest of it comes out, and then maybe start from there.
But I think if they extend his final form, and we get more light on how strong it actually is, it'll change things. Because again, like I said, he uses it one time, and that's it. We don't get to see it again.
That's
And
something
Aizen
I
has
forgot to
help him.
mention.
Aizen has to help him, which is kind of shitty.
That's one thing I forgot to mention is Luffy can only stay in 4th gear for I think 30 minutes.
Oh, so Naruto got this right.
Well, no, is it 30 minutes now? Because against Doflamingo, it's only 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's longer now. I think it's 30
Okay.
minutes.
Okay.
It might be 20 minutes. It has a time.
I
limit,
remember him saying I got 30 seconds. Let's do this, and then powers up, and of course in anime, 30 seconds lasts 20 minutes, but it was like, damn, that 30 seconds was dope.
Question for you, Anubis.
And
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead. You're continuing. I'm segueing.
another thing with his 4th gear, he's got 3 different 4th gears. He has Bounce
Oh, I
Man,
didn't know
Tank
that.
Man, and Snake Man. But he has to pick one. He can't flop between them. He can't be Bounce Man then switch to Snake Man and then
And he
switch
can't
to Tank
use the
Man.
transform for a long time after that too. He's got a nice.
Yeah, it's
cool
also
down
30
there.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has trouble using his Gum Gum powers in general after that form, so
Oh yeah.
it wears him out. It wears him out.
Yeah, he can't even. Dude, if I remember correctly, when he first uses it, he lands on a building. Someone Law walks him up to the roof to start healing him, and he's sitting there going, "Thanks, I can't walk." Like the fuck.
Yeah, like it fucks
You
him
can't
up.
walk?
It fucks him up. Keep in mind, Luffy's also 17.
Yeah, he's got some growing power. But he's been 17 for like how long?
long time.
Long time.
Post time skip, he's
Time skip,
15
yeah.
and 17. And he's still just 17.
He,
So
I mean, if you put it in our time, he's been 17 for almost 16 years. So, give or take.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Bart Simpson's been 10 for 31 years.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. Anubis, question for you.
Okay.
Alright. So I want you to think of this purely as a way for you to actually campaign Bleach to everyone, right? So you can get them to watch Bleach. So,
Okay.
would you prefer what they've done, where they're going to come out with a new season and blah, blah, blah? Or would you prefer them to reboot it and start over and kind of give it the mind...
Like Shaman King.
Yeah, like Shaman King or Monster or Hunter x Hunter or Full Metal Alchemist, and where it just like, or like Dragon Ball Z Kai, where they just like get
Just
rid of
cut
the
that filler out.
Yeah, cut the filler out, and they make everything look pretty. What would you
Turn
prefer?
Mr. Popo blue.
Yep.
I will admit, the filler needs to go. So a remake would be nice, but don't change the way they played the series because of the fact that some of the characters, even though the filler is trash, some of the characters act a certain way, and I feel like Kai, if they did a Kai version, it's like Vegeta being nice to everybody. And you can't do that. Like, Kenpachi Zaraki is a dick, period, bar none, doesn't give a fuck, and will fight whoever steps up, but won't kill him because he knows he's stronger, he doesn't give a fuck anymore. Like, that's the point of Kenpachi. I could see them doing, like, a Kai version and being like, I like fighting. I like fighting a lot.
I never watched Kai.
But yeah, I could definitely see a reboot. Get rid of the filler, especially a lot of the fucking seasonal fillers where they did like Halloween and shit. That was unnecessary stupid, trying to fill an audience that didn't want to see it.
The vampires really did a number on me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. But if they could reboot the final arc too, because even the creator of the final arc said he was rushed. If they could reboot the final arc and unrush it and get his approval, I would be fucking grateful.
So
because,
it's said and done.
It'd be worth it.
When did it finish?
Like 4 or 5 years ago?
So they have plenty of material to work with.
Oh yeah, and they could reboot like anything they want as long as they got the writer's approval, and
Well,
I think they could.
What were they up to? Like 300 episodes?
It was pushing 5.
Let me see. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while.
I think a reboot would be better for it. A better
366.
So yeah, a reboot would be.
That's it? I thought it was around 5.
All right, and look up how much of that was filler.
Okay, so yeah, right. I will say this.
He's like 300 episodes.
Well, I'm just
I will
saying.
say
Just
this.
look it up. I'm just saying to
Okay,
if we're
hold
doing a reboot, I mean, I'd rather take. It would take 2 years to do. Get them caught up to speed, probably.
On the same page, though, they need to cut that filler out of Shippuden too. Then.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Shippuden's got some bad filler.
Complete in detail filler episodes. Actually, there's not as many as you. Oh, never mind. Those are dashes. So, 33. So 2.
You're gonna have to count.
42.
We're already up to 40.
54. 56. 82.
And Shippuden's excuses.
100.
They were
and
pretty
something.
caught up to the manga, also.
I'm just gonna estimate like almost 100 and something.
100 something.
Like a third of the show
So
is filler.
if they gave it like the Dragon Ball and One Piece treatment and Naruto treatment, where instead of it being like a season, and it make it a yearly anime, they could be caught up to that in a year.
Oh yeah.
And like, I would prefer them to just do a reboot then, and that would give like
Okay, no, hold on. Some of this seems like it's basically the answer that the person gave is supposed to be filler, but it's not all filler because Ichigo fights Yukuria. That's not a filler, and the episode that's recap is important.
No,
the
it's
side
not.
story about
There's
the
not a
ramp is
recap
important.
episode that's ever important.
Yes, it is because it explains how his hollow works with him and how he can work with his hollow in the future.
Don't
It's
care.
how he beats Aizen.
Don't care.
Side stories are obviously filler. It says the final war is a filler, and it's not.
What? Isn't that like the biggest like?
The Shinigami at War filler, episode 355, which starts the Shinigami at War. It's also the New Year episode. They're saying that's a filler episode. It starts the fucking war.
I give
What?
Naruto the pass with the fillers, the Shippuden the pass with the filler because they almost started identically with the manga, and the fans are actually more engaged. You know what I mean?
If you
Its
wanna
problem
watch-
was
Go ahead.
it kept catching up to the manga,
Yep.
and rather than wait, they would make stuff up.
I don't think it should.
That's
I think they could have
that's
gotten
the big
away.
difference with One Piece. One Piece catches up to the manga and they'll stop.
Yeah,
One Piece wasn't on for like 3 years because they were just waiting for more manga.
and I think that's
like,
the biggest issue.
That's smart.
Is Naruto kept trying to be a yearly anime when it could technically have gotten away with being a seasonal anime. Like, I think that was the biggest issue with it.
I will say something cool. Even if you haven't watched any of the show, you can watch some of the movies and kind of understand what's going on.
There are some good
And
movies. I like the movies.
Every movie on the Bleach saga except for, I think it's Memories of Nobody.
Is that the one where
No,
everyone
Fade to
falls
Black.
asleep?
Fade to Black. So Fade to Black, which is where Rukia turns into like the Reaper and steals memories. That isn't actually canon.
What an asshole.
Memories of Nobody, the Diamond Dust Rebellion, and the Hellverse are all canon. And the Hellverse is when he fights the devils. Ooh, so good.
The newest One Piece movie, I think it was called Stampede, was actually
That's
really good. Is that a card mat for Magic?
Yes.
No, it's a card Master Dragon.
For Dragon Ball Super card game.
Oh, I decided to name a card game that matters.
Oh! Oh shit! Hey, did you notice that there are things? Hey, did you notice that there are things on top of those? There's a reason why. They're stands and placeholders.
What are you talking about?
Your card decks, they're stands and placeholders. You had things on top of them. Oh, that's cool. It got its first hologram. I remember my first Pikachu hologram.
Bitch, you don't even know what you're talking about.
How long did it take them to get a card series? And the show's been out for how long? No,
Dude,
sorry, bro. Bye.
they've had
I
multiple
have a holographic
cards.
Pikachu right here.
See?
They've had multiple card games. They had one for the original game. Remember, it came with a little scouter.
Hey, you seeing that? You seeing that? They have to remake every single one because it's all trash.
So that one was. This one isn't. This one's.
That one was. He admits.
How can you say anything? You've never even played a card game.
I feel you. 'Cause I used to
What
play.
did you say? What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw you had a little card night with some like nobodies like playing.
No, I'm sorry. Continue.
What card games have you played? Please inform
What
me.
cards have I played?
Yeah.
Magic,
never
Yu-Gi-Oh.
played-
I got into Pokemon
You've
and
never played any of them.
Yes, I have.
All right.
I have Magic on my fucking computer.
Then we're.
I had Pokemon on my computer for a little bit.
I have Magic on my computer.
Yu-Gi-Oh still on my computer.
We'll play Magic after this.
I have almost all the cards on my computer. Oh. For Yu-Gi-Oh, which by the way is hard as shit.
Go
to
ahead, Yeti.
What?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we just talk about how hard the Pokemon card game actually is to
Dude,
play?
it is super hard.
It's hard to understand. Like, how do you evolve,
Yeah, the fact that-
motherfucker?
The fact that that's aimed at kids, I'm like, this is hard.
Yeah, but if a kid can understand it, you know their motherfucking ass will be dope at Magic.
Anubis, did you go to that fight tournament in Louisville when they were having the tournament going on? No, you weren't
No,
there.
no. I was at the other one
So,
where they didn't have the tournament.
check this shit out. These motherfuckers actually become certified gym, like, I can't remember what they're called. They're called refs, though. They're like refs in, like, sports terms. But they
Certified
get,
gym leader?
they're certified gym something. Like,
Leaders.
Leaders?
it might be leaders. I don't think it's
It's
leaders.
a certified gym leader is what they mean by when you own a gym.
No, I don't think that's it. Because there's like 5 of them that's running around. They're referees.
Yeah, that they're certified gym leaders.
Leaders would be the ones that win.
No, certified gym leaders are the people who own a gym, quote unquote, and don't have to fight anymore because you come to fight them to get
What
their
are,
badge.
what are the dudes' names that have flags?
In Pokemon?
Yeah. They're refs of the turn.
They're refs.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they're just
Yeah.
referees. They're not certified gym leaders.
Look, I didn't say they were leaders. They're certified.
You said certified gym something.
Because they're certified.
Why
So
don't you
it's-
look it up?
they're
You're
ti-
right next to
That's
a
what I'm
fucking
looking,
computer.
dummy. Pokemon refs. No, I don't want to look at art.
Now we play the waiting game.
Yeah.
It's probably gym. I'm saying it's probably gym leaders because of the fact that, just like in the show, if you become a leader of a gym, you don't have to fight anymore. They come to get your badge, and you hand over the gym leader to the next person you feel like is worthy. They don't have to fight anymore. They can stop fighting.
It's a
The
certified.
whole point is they're best at the class.
I was wrong. Shut up. It's a certified Pokemon professor. That's what they are.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
That's kind of cool, too.
And they literally have to go, like, they have them only in major cities. So, like, if you're in Kentucky, you have to go down to Louisville and you have to take a test and everything. Like, it's fucking cool.
Mhm.
But I was talking
That's
with
pretty
them
legit.
when I was waiting for my Samurai Showdown tournament to start. And it was pretty cool. But yeah, that's all I have. What do you guys got? Got anything else? We're going on for an hour 30 so far. Hour 34.
So I know we're like the anime nerds, but we're all gaming nerds too, usually.
I gotta pee real quick.
Then-
Hold on. Hold on. You guys talk.
I'll talk to you, Anubis.
Well, we'll talk about
what you got?
No, I'll wait for him about this one. So, I watched something that caught my eye. I can't remember what it was. Okay, because he doesn't care about this. The new League characters look pretty dope. If you haven't
like League of
seen them
Legends?
yet in a while. Yeah, they look pretty dope. I've tried Yone out. He's basically Yasuo's brother, but his skill set seems the same, but it's different. Like someone explained it. It was Yasuo if he was built correctly. What? I'm in the middle of my thingy, but when I'm done, yeah, sure. Go on. Go on. Go on. Hey, the door.
See, I haven't played League.
Okay. Hold on, bug.
All right.
God, I probably haven't
What'd I
played
miss?
League in like 6 or 7 years.
Holy,
It's been a long
that
time.
game sucks.
So, that's why I said I wasn't gonna talk about it in front of him. He has judgment and bias.
I've
I
tried.
like MOBAs.
I tried it. You
I like
had me.
MOBAs. I just get tired of them.
Hey, Christian, I'm gonna tell you right now. You don't like MOBAs in general. It's not that League is bad.
Oh yeah, I don't like them. I tried Dota. I tried
That's
them all.
all you gotta say.
Yeah.
Because you have the top.
Oh, Dota 2's great.
You all have the big three. So there are the big three of every video game usually. So in the MOBA standpoint, it's League, Dota, and Smite. Sadly.
Hold on. Pause really
Smite's
quick.
bad.
Pause really quick. So all right. So I have 2 screens set up right now, right? I have
Yeah.
one so I can see our chat and all that, and the Facebook feed, and I have our Discord up on my other monitor. I just the corner of my eye was looking at the Facebook feed, and I saw a kid pop out of Brandon's screen. I was like, "What the fuck?" Because it's delayed. And I was like, "What the hell?" Like I wasn't back yet, so I was like, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah, might as well.
I think it's whack that Smite is considered part of the big three because it's
Yeah.
not good. It's bad.
But
Heroes of the Storm is better than Smite.
and the sad thing is, Hero Storm's getting shut down.
I know, and it's good.
They did a good
You
job
don't.
with it, I think.
You don't consider Fable Legends one of the big
No.
3?
No.
Oh god, that game was
Look,
a
look,
failure.
I can't wait
The
for.
big three are literally what made esports a thing. And when I mean esports a thing, esports existed for a long time. It's existed since the original Counter-Strike, the OG 1.6 Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
but-
There's a game before that. What's it called? Unreal Tournament.
Did they
Solitaire.
earn $100,000 in a tournament? No. I mean esports. I mean actual game money to do that as a job, as a living. League?
I'm pretty sure Unreal Tournament players did, because GameStop sponsored it.
Oh yeah, you're right. But it wasn't like showed on TV or anything either, was it?
It was on or not? Yeah, it was on G4.
It was on G4.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a gaming channel.
Yeah.
Like,
But
so-
I'm talking about like ESPN is showing League now. Counter Strike's in the fields now. But the big 3 that actually started off esports, one of the major ones was League. And League's gross money and player base is fucking insane. It's bigger than WoW. And WoW's been out for how long now?
Wow.
Like shit.
Have you ever looked up the what am I in trouble for? Have you guys looked up the Japan arenas for League?
I went to PAX where they do a tournament. They do one of the major esports tournaments there, and you get to see what it looks like. It's dope as fuck.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for.
I'm gonna tell you this much: when you have 2 big ass screens showing like different features, and you got a guy on it's basically like watching oh god, how do I explain it? A baseball game, but with not as many stadium. Not a big of a stadium because they don't need the stadium. They can do it all online and get the same amount of money. But like you're in the crowd and all the fucking toys are there from when a baseball game gets big, and you're like, instead of mitts, you got the beaters that fucking make loud noise when the team wins and shit. Cosplayers galore. You get to see people get their characters picked out, and they're talking about who would counter it and stuff, but the players can't hear them because it's set up that way, and they're all sitting in the front row on their computer. Oh my god, the shit is fucking fantastic to watch.
I'm excited for Pokemon Unite because I haven't played a MOBA in a long time, and it's a Pokemon MOBA, so I'm probably.
And they can do a lot with that. They have way more than enough character to play that off of.
I will play that game just because I can play it on my phone. Like, I'm
You can play it
fine.
on your phone or your Switch.
I'm fine
fear-
playing games like that if I'm playing it from a mobile device. Isn't
I
Diablo
fear-
doing one? A MOBA?
We're not talking about that.
Oh.
I fear what's gonna happen with it because they had a Justice League MOBA, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, that didn't get any traction and just got destroyed. I mean, it got derailed hard. I was in that beta and I was loving it. It was fun, but nobody wanted to play it.
The hopes I have is Pokemon is the #1 selling franchise in the whole world, like the whole world. So I'm hoping there's enough eyes on it to where people will be like, oh, well, okay, let's check that out. And they're starting small. They're starting with only like 14 playable characters, and they said they're going to just expand gradually.
Which is what they should do because it's the same thing League did, and they grew from there. And I mean, shit, they have 30 characters now, 140 characters.
Yeah, Overwatch started with only 21, I think, and I think they're at 30 now. Overwatch releases characters slow though.
Yeah, they take their time with that.
It's 3 a year. It's bad.
What I was gonna say, because it's gonna be a hot topic here in the next few weeks.
It's not.
And no, it already is. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War comes out soon. The beta for it starts here in like a few months.
Well,
and
it's not a hot topic for me.
Okay, whatever. We have a big audience, motherfucker. I gotta made to everybody.
But do we have a big audience? We do. I do have some views I would like to address on that. So say what you gotta say, and I got something to say, and you probably
Cold War looked good because the way some of my friends explained it, this could happen, is you have Warzone right now, and it could be the I forget how they said it, Alchemex, basically the middle ground for all the games. So if you're playing Warzone and say you go into some Cold War and get some guns in that, it goes into Warzone, so you could use those guns on the different maps they're going to have out for the newer games. And they'll keep Warzone, the BR version of Call of Duty, in the game as a middle ground. It'll be really good, and I think it'll be a really good idea if they do it that way. I think it'll stand and be able to keep a top tier like it already is. I mean, it's top tier right now. The battle royale for Warzone, for the battle royale for Call of Duty, Warzone is top tier. It caught up quick too. It hit Fortnite with a truck and was like, "What's that Poppy wearing now?"
All right. One thing on Fortnite before I say my little rant here. Fortnite's not going nowhere. It's like fucking Roblox or Minecraft. It's made its stamp, and it's gonna be a social community that's gonna continue to grow and become whatever the hell it's gonna come. It will.
They just announced a Marvel expansion for Fortnite.
Exactly.
It's already out.
A huge Marvel expansion.
I mean, and I know it's terrible timing to say this, but with Black Panther dying, this happening, like, what's gonna happen? Everyone's gonna want to jump over here and check it out,
Yeah.
And they're gonna get their player base. So, like, comparing shit to Fortnite, I don't think we should do it anymore, because Fortnite honestly, it's in its spot. It's gonna stay there.
Made its footprint.
It's gonna be that game that people are playing now until next 20 years. They're gonna still be playing Fortnite in VR, and then AR, and then fucking real life.
Full body suit, fucking treadmill shit.
Is Apex still a thing? Is it still hanging on?
It's hanging on, yeah. It's hanging on.
Did you see their EA? It was during E3 week. They did their own EA thing, and it was just talking about it coming to Steam, how they have a new season in development and all that. Like, I think it's just in that weird gray area before. But
Everything's waiting for next gen.
yeah. But what I want to talk about with Call of Duty, right? So, Call of Duty in the Xbox 360 era, trash talking motherfuckers, was hot, right? It continued into the PS4 and the Xbox One. And then people started seeing it just kind of like become the same game and got trash. And then they came out with Warzone. Is that the name of the new game? Or is that just...
No, it's Modern Warfare.
Yeah. And people finally love Call of Duty again. I'm sorry. They should have given this game more than 1 year life. They should give it at least
Madden
2 or
with
3.
guns.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem is the game itself. The reason why it only got a 1 year life is because they have Warzone to hold that 1 year life longer, and that's why I said it'll be the accumulation of all the games combined, because that game will be able to middle ground all of it. You're gonna buy Cold War, if you choose to. You're gonna buy Cold War for the multiplayer version of it, but you'll go back on Warzone to be able to use those exact same guns, those exact same perks, everything in a BR that you don't have to earn in the BR. You can earn it in the new multiplayer.
Oh, no,
That
dude.
is smart. Like,
If they did
And
that.
keep that
business-wise,
alive.
that's smart.
If
yeah.
they
Keep that
did
alive
that.
while giving them a new game.
But you gotta
That's
think
what
about
they're
it.
going to do. They've
There's-
already talked about it.
There's 2 developers that work on that damn game. You think they're gonna play
Yeah.
nice and do that?
Blizzard is just like, here, do what you want. Blizzard owns
Well,
them
no.
and lets them do what
What
they
is
want.
it? Activision and what's the other one? War Games?
Treyarch, it was
Treyarch.
Treyarch and Activision. Treyarch will never touch it again.
So
Blizzard
it's
won't
just
let them.
Activision
Activision.
that works on it. So in that case, that could work out if they do that. But I'm
I
sorry,
don't think Blizzard will ever give Treyarch another chance.
they should fucking do a new game just yet. I think they should ride this out for a little bit longer.
And I'm gonna tell you this much: I know you don't play the game. The way they hinted at the new Warzone was slick as fuck.
See, and you said new Warzone.
I mean, not new Warzone, new Call of Duty. Sorry, was slick as fuck. What they did was in a Warzone match during a certain event. They didn't name it for the new Call of Duty. It was an event going on. Your game would glitch out like your screen was going out, and if you paused it or freeze framed it for a short period of time, you could see, remember what happened, and then it was something in Russian, and it was a hint at the new Cold War game coming out.
Yeah.
And it was really cool idea. Like, I watched some videos on it, and people had to like decipher what was going on and stuff. But I never got to see it myself. Honestly, I wish I would have, because it looked cool as shit. It was like, oh my god, that is the best advertising you could ever think of.
Yeah, dude, we still going strong with Animal Crossings and Overwatch. That pretty much still your little go-tos.
Yeah, I play Overwatch less now because I'm waiting for Overwatch 2. They've said they're going to, besides balance changes, nothing new is going to be coming out for Overwatch. They said maybe one more map, but no more characters are coming out until Overwatch 2. And I didn't like the last hero that they released, which was Echo. So I'm still just kind of playing my 3 or 4 tanks. So I'm waiting for Overwatch 2.
I'm really upset because League has a good thing going for it. Riot has a good thing going for it, right? And they're trying to get their footprint in other games, and Valorant looked so good and fell on its face. Like, it fell hard.
I don't think it fell on its face. I think it got like the Grand Blue Fantasy Versus treatment, where it just came out in a time where people needed something, and like people are so like, I mean, that's why TikTok's so big for Guidance. Like, we don't have that long of an attention span anymore to just sit there and keep giving something their attention anymore. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
But
That's what.
Okay.
That's why I'm so surprised. Overwatch has been out for 4 years, coming up on 5 years, and I still play it. Like, it surprises me.
well, see, that's
Like,
It's less and less. I get on like 2 nights a week now instead of every night. But
well, that's already a part of your like what's the word I want to say? Like it's a part of your thing. Like you
Yeah.
go to work, you come home, you fire up a game of that. It's kind of like me with Street Fighter. Well, I haven't touched a fighting game in months, but I mean that's why I say Grand Blue got the same treatment as Valiant. Is because Grand Blue, I kid you not, if we were not shut down, that would be the #1 fighting game right now. Everyone would be fucking playing Grand Blue. Such a good fighting game. But since it got shut down, it got terrible netcode. No one's fucking playing it.
Go on out, bro.
Did you hear about the update for Dragon Ball
Shut up.
Fighter Z?
No, I did not. What's up?
We get Master Roshi.
Well, we get that, but they just released a new update. They're giving the banhammer to rage quitters. We're living in a world where we're gonna be losing our rage quitters. Like, so if I think it's after like 3 or 4 times, like you get a week banned. 3 or 4 times, you get a week ban. That's scary.
Well, you got to think about it. Right now, a lot of the games are finally starting to understand why people don't play them. A lot of people stayed off a league back when it first opened up because at first it was a great game, and then the fucking trolls came in and no one wanted to play because they were just annoying pricks that didn't want to play. They didn't want to hear that shit. Nowadays, if you're reported once, they look into it. If they find you guilty, you either get a suspension
All right.
for 3 days, or worse. They don't give you a nice little slap on the wrist. They suspend you for 3 days on your first report. Period.
Shooters and everyone else has been about to that point. Fighting games have always been in a dark place where, like,
Yeah.
you just kind of deal with it. People are going to rage quit against you. Like, you can't fucking do anything about it. And then Dragon Ball Fighter's like, hey, you're going to get banned. I mean, all you're going to be able to do is play offline if you don't stop. So, stop.
Yeah, and that's not something you can change because you can't go and buy a new account because then you're paying for another subscription. You lose all your shit. I mean, you don't like some of the games are smart about it. Like,
if it was Street Fighter, I'd be fine with it. Mortal Kombat, I'd be fine with it. Tekken, I'd be fine with a rage quit thing. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, though, have you seen someone get put in a freaking loop where you know you're dying at the end of this loop? Have you seen freaking Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku's TOD loop? It's like almost 30 seconds. It's like 30 seconds long.
It's like there's a video out right now of that new game, Ghost of Tomoyoshi or whatever. It's basically
I need a PS4.
It's basically Dark Souls, but for Japanese.
They just got a co-op mode too.
And the game has a part in it where if you get hit by an arrow in midair, they will non-stop hit you and you'll just be floating around.
Mm-hmm.
I need to play that game. Someone give me their PS4. No one needs their PS4 right now.
I do.
Yeti, I'll give you a computer for it. Your PS4.
I need my PS4 to watch Bob's Burgers.
I hate you.
Priority.
So
you can watch that on your Switch.
I'm gonna have.
No, I don't have Hulu on Switch. It's not on there.
Hulu. Yeah, Hulu has Bob's Burger.
Yeah, but it's not available on Switch.
Hulu is.
But hey, I don't mean to cut it short, but I got kid trouble.
I'm gonna have to check that out then.
All right, bye, Anubis. Everyone, say bye to Anubis.
That was a hella good talk.
Kristen, bring me your
See the
Switch.
actual finish of the fight on next year. That'll be dope.
That'd be sick.
And even if we close down, we got to come back for like one final video of that final fight because that'll be just perfect.
I have no intentions of closing down.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'll recast you guys with prettier versions of you guys.
Oh yeah, pictures of Yeti with that T-shirt.
I'll be like, all right, guys, here's your serum. Here's a girl. She's gonna get pregnant with your cum, and now you guys are dads. So now you guys can fit the Shonen Dad podcast. You don't know anime? Okay, just watch Bleach, and you just watch One Piece. I gotta do this in Yeti back.
Oh, hey, when you get time, Yeti and Christian, obviously this isn't homework, but when you get time, Go watch the first season of No Guns Life. You'll enjoy it, I promise. And that one's fully finished now, so.
Sweet.
I think the dub's
I put
still
it-
coming out, but if you can
I
watch
put it on my
the dub,
queue.
it'll be
So.
good.
Kristen, bring me your Switch.
But I'm gonna head out. I gotta take care of those little guys.
right,
Great
later,
talk,
brother, man.
guys. Peace out, homies.
See you, man. Good talking with you. Dude, I
Hell
swear. Hulu is on the Switch.
If it is, that's news to me. I would be flattered.
Do you have your Switch
I'd be so
on?
happy.
Do you have your Switch on?
It's in the living room.
Damn it. Mine's in there. I swear it's on there because Kristen watches something on Hulu on there.
I'll have to look into it.
Yeah,
'Cause if so,
it's
that's.
the
I mean, hell yeah.
only streaming service that's available besides YouTube. You get YouTube now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew about that, but yeah, you got YouTube
Yeah.
and Hulu. He's texting us.
Yeah.
right now.
The Wii U had Hulu, Netflix, and Crunchyroll,
Yep, they had
but
it.
it's not on. But I'm like, why isn't all this on the Switch?
When I hacked that one Switch, I was able to put Netflix on it through Android because I put Android on it.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I sold that. Like, I did everything I could with it, and I was like, all right, I feel like I did everything I wanted with this Switch. Since they banned my account, I'm now okay with selling you. So I sold it right after, which sucks. 'Cause I still haven't played Ninjala outside of the beta.
I got tired of it fast.
Really? So it's probably just
Real
like Shonen Shinobi Strikers.
Basically, like I got on it and played it a couple times for about maybe a month, and then I just kind of stopped.
Man.
I like Fall Guys more than Ninjala.
So you're a big fan of Fall Guys?
I think it's fucking so much fun.
I gotta play it.
I don't think I'll be playing it in a year from now. Like they're doing seasons, but I don't think I'll hold on that long. But for right now, with me not being able to go do stuff, it's fine. Like it's a hell of a time waster.
What is it? $20?
It was free on PS4, but I think it's $20 everywhere else.
Yeah, I don't have a PS4. Thanks for reminding me.
You should get a PS4.
Oh yeah. Let me just go pay.
Like I'm fight you in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Let me just go pay $600 to some asshole with their like greasy ass fingered PlayStation with like the HDMI port broken and everything, and
Yeah.
their controller is missing buttons, and like the left stick is like just has so much travel and everything. Oh boy.
You could fight me in Fighters though.
Why don't you just get a computer? I'll trade you one of my gaming PCs for your PS4. You don't need a PS4.
My lady plays it more than I do, really.
She don't need it.
She don't need it. I just tell her like you can get the Sims on
Hey.
here. Don't worry. Don't
Hey.
worry.
These are not the PS4s you're looking for.
These are not the PS4s I'm looking for.
Yeah. You'll give
I want to go home.
Christian your PS4. What else
I'll
you?
give Christian my PS4.
There we go. What else you been up to? What you been doing?
Did I tell you I quit ELO and got a new job?
No. Where we at?
Yeah. I work at a place out here in Harrison called McFeely. It's a mile away from my house, and it's hardware supplies.
I kid you not. When
That's
you
all
said
this.
I work at a place out here, I was waiting for those next words to be JTM. Because every motherfucker works at JTM that lives in Harrison.
And it's right around the corner from my house, so I had the opportunity. But I found this little chill place that pays almost exactly as much as JTM. So I was like, I'm going here.
Yeah. Heck
So,
yeah.
But it's cool. It's real chill.
That's
Nothing
dope.
is rated. Everything's unrated. It's pretty cool.
I'll come out there and work. I'm burnt out on my job. Did I tell you I have a 10-hour Zoom call tomorrow?
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
I'm like scared and dreading it all at the same time.
What if you just got naked?
That's what I'm thinking about doing. It's just like answering the call and like, hey, is this thing on? And, like my wiener just kind of like.
But you should make it extra awkward. Wear like shoes and a shirt and nothing
Yeah.
else.
I should do like a button-down shirt.
They back with everything.
I mean, I work for a technology company, so I feel like I'll get fired shortly after. They're like, we're not firing you because you were naked on camera. We're firing you because you acted like you didn't know how to work the technology.
You're just like, I don't know. And like, someone turn off his camera.
Oh boy. I
But,
guess
yeah, I've been playing. I still play Animal Crossing basically every day, it's just to unwind. But it just turned to fall in the game today,
oh.
so now it's all fall themed. And the Halloween event starts next month.
I got into that game super hard, and I got into it for all the wrong reasons. You know the part of like those massive open world games that you hate, the grindy part, like where you're just grinding, you're just chopping down trees to get the XP from it, RuneScape shit.
Yeah,
I fell in love with that aspect of that game. Is I could just like freaking just farm and farm.
I need
and
wood.
farm. Yeah, like Jesus Christ.
I need wood.
And
I need stone.
I had to stop. Kristen still plays to this day. She loves it.
My lady's way more into it than I am even, and I'm really into it. So I play for maybe an hour a day. She plays while the kids are napping, and then a little afterwards. So she plays for like at least 3 hours a day. So
I did notice something funny today. I saw a trailer on TV for that new Avengers game. So
yeah,
I thought just Xbox and PS4's getting it, and I noticed Steam's getting it, which is really cool. It means I can get it. But the fourth choice was Nah, I'm just kidding. It wasn't Switch. It was Stadia.
yeah.
Stadia's getting
like
that.
Stadia's getting support.
I was like, what? Stadia's getting it?
I haven't heard the word Stadia in like 8 months. Like,
dude, I kid you not. And it was so weird because, like, you know how, like, for the PS4 and the Xbox, they have cases. They're physical games. But, like, Steam and Stadia are not physical games. And they had all four of them, like, in their Stadia case, in their Steam case, their PlayStation, their Xbox. I was like, this is a weird commercial.
it's a very weird commercial.
But they showed Miss Marvel's going to be in it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Kamala. Yeah, she's rad. I think the first 5 or 6 characters are her, Hulk, Widow, Iron Man, Cap. Is that it? Oh, and Thor.
Iron
and
Man.
Thor.
You said Iron Man.
Yeah. And I think the first DLC character's been confirmed to be Hawkeye. And I think Spider-Man's confirmed to be a PlayStation exclusive character in the future. Each DLC character is $10.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, $10.
That's rough. That's a lot. Like,
they have to come out with something really cool for me to even think of. Like, I'm not gonna pay $10 for Hawkeye.
No.
Captain Marvel.
I'd pay $10 for like. I'd pay for like Vision. I'd pay $10 for Vision.
I could have did it for Vision if they gave me
Black Panther,
Gambit, or Wolverine. Wolverine, I could see actually being a thing.
Wolverine's big.
I mean,
I could too.
I could probably pay $10 for Wolverine, but freaking Hawkeye. I'm good on that.
And
man.
that's who they're going in with first to like check this out. And then Hawkeye.
And like they could have done like Venom. Like I'm pretty sure people would fork out $10 to play as Venom. Like Hawkeye.
That's a lot I could name. That are even like core Avengers. People would probably pay for Ant-Man more willingly than Venom or than Hawkeye. Like,
oh, dude, Iron Fist. I would pay for Iron Fist. And Luke Cage, that would be cool if they would get like a duo, like side campaign thing. Heroes for
Like
Hire.
Heroes for Hire. I love Luke Cage and Iron Fist. They're like one of
me
my
too.
favorite comic duos
Mine
ever.
too.
They're so fun. They're
Yeah,
so
they're
fun.
I feel like we should do
Like
a
they-
comic book episode soon, like where we just bullshit comics.
I'd be cool. The next one that Anubis can't make, we'll just bullshit comics the whole time.
That's what we're gonna do. That'll probably be next week or something. He made this episode, so he's out for 2 weeks.
Oh god, Christian, this was a double long episode. Who knows?
I know, dude. We got 2 hours, 4 hours, or what? 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Oh, we're already at 2 hours.
Yep, we're there.
Oh hell yeah.
I think.
Whenever you want to cut, I'm cool.
All right, man. We'll cut it.
That's a lot of footage.
We'll cut it here. Yeti, you did another bang. Snacking with Yeti.
Did you
bang
clip
episode.
my Twinkie?
I did. I thought that's on the page.
Okay.
It should be on our Facebook.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What else? Do we have anything else that come out?
I don't think so. I have more stuff in there to do snack squatches on, as I'm just trying to get used to my new work schedule. It's an hour and a half further in my day than it usually is. I go to work later, but I also get off later. So
Yeah. I was sick all week.
I'm just trying to work around that.
I have
I was sick yesterday.
a bunch of mystery quickies that I've been buying at work and stuff, so I'm gonna be doing videos on them probably all this week or something. And I'll definitely be dropping our video for YouTube and our audio on Spotify and all that this week for a bunch of episodes.
I bought like one of your mystery quickie things because they were little Mario figures.
Oh, the ones at Target?
And yeah. And I saw that one of them was a Bob-omb, so I literally picked it up and felt one that was round, and I was like, "Oh, here he is."
That's cool.
And it's a Bob-omb.
I was at
the Mario ones. You can they're not in a plastic square inside. You can still feel the figure and get who you want. So you can feel a spiky shell and be like, "Oh, that's Bowser."
That's not fair.
It's not. That's how I got the Bob-omb though. So
I was at Queen City Comics today, I believe. And they have some cool mystery ones that I'm going to be grabbing. Batman Black and White. They got like small figures of them. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm going to be going there and taking like a whole box or something. Or find a whole box online and just unbox all of them.
My son's got a doctor's appointment this Saturday. And where his doctor is, Rockin' Rooster Comics is not far from it, so I'm going to go there and check it out.
Have you been there before? First time?
A long time ago.
It's nice.
Long time ago.
My only
I've heard
pet
it's
peeve,
the biggest one in the tri-state.
It is big. My only pet peeve about the place is it's so unorganized. So, like, you'll be looking at, like, say if you're looking in, like, graphic novels or something, like, you'll be, like, at Batman, like, you'll be like, alright, here's a bunch of Batman, and then X-Men. It's like, what? Why am I looking at X-Men now? like, it's very, like, even around the wall for, like, new bookshelves and, like, backup issues, it's, like, all over the place.
That's, I grew up with Comic Book World before Comics to Games opened. And, I love Comic Book World. I'm very nostalgic for it. But I don't like going in there because any graphic novel like Batman Hush here, they will have shrink wrapped, so you can't do this.
Of course not.
So like, I remember pictures more than I remember these spines. So if I'm collecting like a series, like Paper Girls or whatever, I'll be like, did I end at 4 or did I end at 3? Okay, where does this book leave off? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, I have that. I can't do that in Comic Book World. Like, I'm going in blind every time, and I don't like that.
On the back of the book, it also tells you what issues the book is.
I know, but, like, it's still, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't remember those things. I'm like, oh, I know where I left off.
Right.
What characters did this. It's the last thing I read, so. But yeah, you can't do that when I'm shrink-wrapped, so.
And you can't forget Comic Book World's famous tax that they give you. That $1.50 to add a 50-cent freaking border and bag. How nice of them.
It's rough.
It goes from
And
$2.99 to $4.
Yeah. And I think that they can get away with that because they're like ingrained in that area, especially.
Oh yeah.
But if people were willing to drive the extra, 4 or 5 miles to Comics to Games, it's so much better. The people are nicer. The store is better. Stuff is cheaper. You can play pinball.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, it's the weirdest thing with geek culture in Northern Kentucky. Like, your comic book elitist are all at Comic Book World. Your trading cards, which is weird, are at Comics to Games. Even though there's now this new, Three Brothers Gaming?
Three Brothers, yeah.
Like, right down the street. But they're all there. They will not go to Comic Book World, and they don't intertwine. Comic Book World has better knowledge of all that card and, like, role-playing shit, right?
Yeah.
Freaking, you go to Comics to Games, that old guy, I can't ever remember his name, he only works on New Book Day. That dude has more knowledge than anyone I freaking know on comic books. Like, it's like so backwards, like, they got the staff that is supposed to be in the other store.
And then, like, the Arcadian is like where all the indie kids go. The Arcadian in Newport, because the Arcadian's like as big as my garage.
Yeah.
It is so small, but it's so cool.
I love the Arcadian.
Anytime I go in there, I feel like I'm not. Do you get the vibe that you feel like you're not supposed to be there because it feels like somebody's house?
Not necessarily, because like the store I used to work in was like the same thing. So like I get that, like, I'm back in my old like roots, like my old comic book store that I worked at, Crypto's Comics. Yeah, that's how I get when I go there.
Oh, that was in Aurora.
Yeah. I used to work. I used to help them out and everything.
That's cool. I only went there once or twice. When I lived out in Rising Sun, I went to go there, and that's when I found out it was closed, and it broke my heart.
Yeah, poor Joey. He's back up. Him and his family split it. It's more like a flea market type thing now. Like they have like all this like stuff, and then like in his corner he has like pops and like some comic books and stuff.
That in Rising Sun itself, there was a very weird bookstore that I can't remember the name of. I only went in once. They were like open when they felt like being open, because I think it was the guy's house. I think he lived upstairs, so he only opened the store when he felt like it. And what's the other store I wanted to talk about? Oh, Game Insane that used to be out in
Lawrenceburg.
Yep,
on 50.
It closed, quote unquote. It's not called Game Insane anymore. They moved to historic Lawrenceburg, and they're called like Black Lotus or something now, or Hidden Lotus or something. It's some kind of reference.
I threw a Joy-Con at them.
You threw a Joy-Con at them?
They offered me 50 cents for my Wii, and I threw the Joy-Con at them. I was like, keep it.
That's where I got this big ass D20. Was that Game Insane? And I think it's the only thing I bought from there because I didn't like the people.
Yeah, I hated them.
The guy kept pressuring me. You remember the GBA player that you could plug into the bottom of the GameCube?
Yeah, probably.
I had one. Yeah, I had one, and the guy kept trying to sell me theirs, and I was like, "Well, no, I already have one." He's like, "Yeah, but you don't have this one," and I was like, "I already have one. Yeah. Like, what can I have one GameCube? I can't plug them both in." Like, what? He just wouldn't stop, so I left.
It's their fault. Crypto's Comics went out of business.
Is it?
Yep. They started doing Magic, and they said that he wasn't doing official Magic tournaments or something like that. Like, he would like, all right, you win, you get like some booster packs and like $15 in store credit. Which, I mean, you're not. Yeah. He wasn't charging them to play, so like, just come play, And pretty much shortly after that, the Magic players left, and when he lost the Magic business, it was just like, he had me buying comics and a cop. That was the two people that were buying from, was me and a cop.
Out in Alexandria. I don't know if it's still open. It's not a comic shop. It's just a card game and board game shop. I think it's still called Two Headed Games. It was called the Illuminati before that.
Oh, I remember the Illuminati.
But I think it's called Two Headed Games now, and I think it's still out there. But they're just card and board games. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I went there when it was the Illuminati, and I thought it was a comic shop, and it wasn't.
And it's like the back and downstairs of this building. Like, it's so weird to get there. And there's a children's daycare at the other end of the parking lot. I love comic shops will literally be wherever they want. They don't care, and I love that.
Up and Away is moving again.
Again?
Yeah, so it moved at the start of COVID, like right before it. And I went there, and that's where I got those books there. And he was like, "Hey man, next time you come, we'll actually not be here anymore." I was like, he's like, "We're moving." I was like, "Again?" He's like, "Yeah, again, down the street a little bit." But they're in the same strip, but they'll just be down the street a little bit. Yeah. That's
Comics to Games used to be in the strip where it is, that strip shaped like this.
Where Movie Gallery
They used
was.
to be where the liquor store is now. That's where they were. Then the corner became available, so they moved to the corner, and the liquor store moved in. Then the greeting card store next door went out of business, so they bought it and expanded into that. So now that's a liquor store and a pizza place with a comic shop in the middle. Like, I love... And freaking Comic Book World looks like a bomb shelter. It's
Definitely.
like literally a bunker.
I wish for once they would just put that "we assure you we're open" on like the things. Like, I would just love
Because they
it
have
just
the...
for- They have it, so it's like, why don't you use
Yeah.
it? Like,
We should plan a road trip to go to New Jersey to go to Kevin Smith's friggin' comic shop.
Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. It's definitely on my bucket list. If I could
It's
ever
on mine,
get
too.
like 4 people that are willing to go and a good sturdy car that we could all take turns driving, I'm down.
It'd be amazing. That'd be a hell of a vlog series too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm definitely down. I tell everyone that's my bucket list. Stores I really want to go to. There's that, and there's a place in Vegas where they ship out all the books.
Oh,
I can't remember the name of the place of it.
me neither.
And then
Fuck.
and then Midtown Comics in New York City. Those are the 3 places that are on my bucket list.
Yeah. There's one last thing I want to mention before we cut, and it's going to toy news rather than comics. But there's a toy store, like Toy Department up in Fairfield. There's a toy store in Lexington that I need to go check out. That's literally just for the name, because they're called Toy Vomit, and I need to go there.
Where is it?
Because it's in Lexington. They're called Toy Vomit.
You know, a place that I get a bunch of my gem stores to go to from. I watched that. What is that show called? It's a YouTube series on Zack Ryder and his buddy.
Yeah,
where they go.
Kurt
Hawkins. That's it. But that's where that's how I found out about Toy Department. That's how I found out about some stores down in Louisville. Like, dude, I'll watch that show just for the research, just stores to go to.
Yeah. And Toy Department's sick. That store's rad.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally like corner to corner. There's no empty space in that store.
I love it.
There's stuff on, around, behind, and under the registers that you can buy. Like, they've literally filled that whole store with stuff you can buy. It's so cool. Man. And it's really nostalgic because we don't really have toy stores anymore.
When was the last time you were there? Were you there before they moved?
Yes, I haven't been there since they moved.
So their new store,
I know it's bigger now.
Yeah, it's bigger. I'm pretty sure they still have inventory in the old place, and they have boxes of toys lined up against the wall, as you walk in too, because there's just so much toys.
Yeah.
So,
God.
since,
We're gonna have to hit that together sometime.
since you brought up toys, right? So, check
Yeah.
this Gambit out. I want to show you it really quick. So you see this Gambit, right?
Yeah.
So I text Kristen. I was like, babe, I want this Gambit for Christmas. It's $700. She's like, okay, I'll save up for it. So I was like, cool. She's giving me the green light to buy it, right? So it's a pre-order right now because this thing's like this.
Yeah.
It's massive, right? So
Yeah.
I look at the pre-order. I click on it, and it gives you a way so you can break it up into like separate payments. Like you can do 3 payments because it's not going to be out until November. And I was like, babe, look, I can pre-order now, pay $65 now, and I can pay the rest over the next 3 months. And she's like, Christian, what are you doing? I was like, I do not understand the disconnect right now. You said you're going to get it for me for Christmas, so I'd go ahead and start purchasing it, and now you're throwing this fit. And can you explain to me what I did wrong? Like, where did I miss out?
Maybe it's because she wanted to pay like full for it for you. That's all I can think.
She's a stay-at-home mom. She ain't paying for nothing. I assumed she was giving me the green light to go ahead and buy it. I was ready to buy it.
That's my girlfriend just got a tattoo, a $75 tattoo, and so I was like, well, I get something for $75 now, right? And she's like, I guess technically. And at Comics to Games, they have a Soundwave figurine, like a statuette that's like this big, and I want to get it. And it's like $60, and I want it so bad. And she's like, you don't like Transformers? I was like, I like Soundwave
Yep.
a lot.
I was trying to find it. She said, I sent her this exactly. I sent her a screenshot of the pre-order on when the payments would come out, and she goes, "Are you crazy?" I said, "How so?" ? She said, "Call me now."
That's always good.
I don't understand the disconnect there. I was just like, okay, she's saying, go ahead, babe. Get that for yourself for Christmas. And then she just takes it out of my hands. Oh, Jesus. That's what I deal with.
It's women.
Yep.
Can't live with them, can't live without them.
Exactly. Oh, you got your killer bee. Alright, y'all. Well, this has been fun. We've went on for 2 hours and 21 minutes. I know, like 15...
I'm tired. This was a lot of work.
Yeah, 15 minutes ago we said we're signing out. We linked our stuff, and yeah, but now we're actually going to. This is episode 15 of Shonen Dad Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves as much as we did. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you, Yeti, and Anubis, even though he always takes off after he gets everything he wants to say out. So I hope everyone has a good week. Stay healthy. Any words from you? Any words?
If y'all are looking for a book to get through any part of your quarantine, The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek is great. I'm reading it right now. It was written by Rhett and Link. And it leans toward the horror side, and I wasn't expecting that, but it's good.
Oh, damn it. One last thing since you brought up a book. I have to say it really quick.